live?
No, we live.
We're live. All right. Good evening. Welcome to our stream. This is session 2 of our live stream game. We are the Initiative Syndicate, and if you have never followed us or watched our show before, we play Dungeons and Dragons.
Raw.
That's what Dungeons and Dragons sounds like.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
If you never played before, now you do.
We're going to do a brief recap of what happened last time, but a couple of things to go over. As far as socials, we have them. Follow us. We appreciate that. We are on Instagram. We are on TikTok. We are on YouTube. We are on Twitch. Obviously, if you're seeing this, you're watching that. And today, officially, we are on Spotify for the podcast version of our show. There will be about a week delay, roughly, between the episodes, maybe less, but
right now, current plan,
yeah.
YouTube next day, so
Yep.
Thursday.
YouTube
anytime
replay
during
next day.
Thursday. And then Spotify will be Friday. Every
Okay.
Friday. I'm hoping to set up a scheduler to do it at 12. It's the first time I'm doing it, so the first one, but it should be Friday.
So we'll have the links up for that on our socials if you're curious about that, or if sitting around and watching video is hard, but listening is easier. You know, like if you're driving your truck or you're, I don't know, working in an office like I do. I listen to a lot of podcasts when I'm at work. So yeah, today is the first official day we're on Spotify. You can find us by just searching Initiative Syndicate, but we'll have links up for that. Our Discord is coming soon. We're going to eventually start opening the floodgates and letting more people into that so you guys can come and hang out with us. Other than that, the only other announcement I have is starting, I'm going to say probably sometime in September, we're going to have Community Day, where I will be taking time out of my busy schedule to run one-shots with a couple members of the Syndicate and some people who are people within our community. So if you're a forever DM and you never get to play, this is going to be your time. This is going to be your chance. So yeah, they will all be one-shot types adventures, and it's just something so that way we can interact with some of you out there and have some fun. So, but more details will be put on the social. We'll talk about it here, but I think that's all the little announcements. The Spotify thing was really the big thing. So
That was huge.
that's huge thing.
Hey.
Like gigantic, massive thing. Yeah. All right, so with all of our cool, fun announcements and other plugging of our social medias, we're gonna just get into this. Everybody ready?
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. So I'm gonna open up my handy dandy notebook here, and we're gonna cover some.
Oh, Blue's Clues is suing us now.
Yeah.
We're done for
Well, it
Steve.
was fun
Whatever.
when we started, guys.
Damn it,
Whatever. It was
Steve.
fun while it lasted. Previously on, well, you guys don't actually have like a team name yet.
Let's do rap.
On those guys.
On those-
Previously in the world of
guys.
rap.
In a fantasy
Guys.
world.
Guys.
These guys?
No, we're those guys.
Oh.
We those guys.
Well, you guys are like 3
caps
people
again.
deep into a Blue Man group right now. So
That's true. Yeah.
So the characters were thrust into the midst of a Radco street performance that had gone wrong, as they usually do, and they pretty much had to fight for their lives. Elvin had recognized a debtor who had tried to collect a debt on that was in the crowd watching the show. Skriznet is a goblin bard who was actually performing and announcing the acts within the show. Pigwin was there just out of curiosity's sake, looked like a party, and she kind of wanted to just check it out, being new in town. Lizica had his own reasons for being there as well, and Rocky came to help restore the peace, being part of the Boros Legion. Suddenly, the cackler performers within the carnival began attacking the crowd as something had spooked them. Madame Madry showed up, who was the owner of said performing troupe, and laid waste pretty much to the entire plaza. There were not very many survivors who witnessed the events. Mostly it was our players here, a few military personnel, and as far as citizens, I don't think anyone made it.
I don't think so either. I think they're all.
They're on a rebuild.
They were all wearing red shirts.
They rebuild.
That's what it was. The Boros had followed and pursued this Madame Madry, but to no avail. After this little skirmish, word seemed to travel fast because an item was found that arose suspicions. and it seemed as though things were being locked down pretty quick. Between the Boros and the Azorius, they had to get this situation clamped down. So they invited all the survivors, who actually did help defend the city, to be their guests within Sunholm. They provided him with a feast and comforts for the night. And during the night, Elvin had a visitor who
Wasn't important.
who the others don't know about yet. Now, we're going to basically be picking up the next morning after you guys have had a nice long rest, chance to clean up, and you guys are about your normal day-to-day business, your normal things of just waking up.
What happened to Skriznit? Because he was
He
like
ended up
wandering around.
He ended up in Lizica's room.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
Like
part.
dumb luck, he just kind of ended up. He was wandering around, knocking on doors, asking people for food, and he ended up in Lizica's room.
Yeah,
Okay.
was gonna
And I
say,
just
I'm
happened to
gonna
have a
be
turkey
right
leg, and
Yeah.
it was history from there on out.
Chilling.
Polished cod piece. He's ready to go. Listen, Topper.
So,
How did this work out for you?
Isn't he 9?
But he's
Goblin 9.
yeah, he's Goblin 9.
Okay.
So he'd
But that's
be
like
19,
that's like
20.
18, 19 is
Yeah,
probably
okay.
people.
It's kind of like I'm a
Goblin
young
years.
fairy, which means I'm who knows.
400.
She could be.
Yeah,
Who
really.
knows?
Same for
Okay.
Elf.
I think it said the average lifespan's like 30 to 35 for a goblin. So,
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, they reach maturity a little bit fat. Well,
so yes, 9 is-
maturity a little bit faster,
Normaturity.
especially for Ravnican goblins. Okay, so Rocky has, being a member of the Boros Legion and one of the troops that came to help stop the incursion, the issue in the streets, he went back with his platoon. He is not down with the rest of you. Skriznit's disguise clearly wore off at this point.
Does he know that?
Rocky does not know that.
Notice.
Do I know that?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
you absolutely know that.
You feel a little lighter.
So, you guys wake up in your guest quarters, and you can already kind of get the smell down the hall of breakfast-type foods being served. The sun has been up maybe a couple of minutes, not very much, but you hear the clattering of silverware and crockery in the mess hall area, and you hear a lot of talking, a lot of voices. There's definitely people in the mess hall area, so I'll let you guys have free run of the general area.
Oh, who wants to kick it off? That's always the fun part.
Well, I've been talking for like 10 minutes, so.
That's fair.
No, keep going. Well, Pig, maybe didn't, for the first time ever, didn't have the most interesting night out of the group of people that she's around. But she always wakes up like running, ready to go, whatever waking up actually means. So I think she's probably just kind of like flitting around, getting in everyone else's business a little bit this morning. She's like maybe seeing what the cooks are doing back in the kitchen and buzzing around, not unlike if there was a fly near you while you were trying to cook. And just kind of trying to see if there's anybody interesting.
Okay.
I think Rocky is probably on his 3rd plate of breakfast at this point in time. So he's now that the sun's up, he can go back for course number 3, and he's getting back up there to the buffet and asking about some more food. You got any more of that sausage biscuits, gravy, bacon?
Oh, that was really good. Tell me what's in that. Now, like, do you start with kind of more like a cream base, or what do you add to it? I'm very interested.
Yeah, it's cream based.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's cream based.
Oh man, I love some
you're,
cream.
you're talking about gravy, right? Like the sausage gravy.
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, yeah. See, so what you do is you take your grease, and then after you've cooked all the sausage into it, you take said sausage, you leave it in the pan.
What's sausage?
And well, it's pig,
Oh.
not you pig, but like pig, like
The animal.
like oink oink pig.
Like the M.
Like the aminal.
Oh my God, you're so cute.
like boar.
Where do you
Stop
come
it.
from?
Well, boar is not exactly the same thing, but you can get some good bacon from. I'm getting sidetracked.
No, I love it. Thank you so much.
So what you do is you get your sausage, you brown it up real nice. You leave all the grease in there, though. You don't want to drain any of that off. The grease is what is the secret.
That's the good part, right?
You
Then
need the grease.
you take a little bit of the grease and you put it in a different pan. Okay? Then you take a little bit of water, not a lot, a little bit at first, then some flour. Then you
What
kind of
kind
mix
of
it in there,
flowers?
any kind you want.
Like roses.
No.
Ooh,
Like-
daisies.
like cooking flour,
Tulips,
like,
they're super. Have you
like-
ever used
like-
a mushroom in there? I love mushrooms.
I'm sure we could probably do that.
This is great.
Then you add a little bit more water until it gets the consistency you want. Then you throw that on top of the sausage, you cook it all together, and it's nice and done.
Well, I'm ready for my third plate, so you go ahead and load right up.
All right, yeah, I'm absolutely.
So is it like a buffet style, and you just go up there and serve yourself?
It's like a line, right? It's like a cafeteria style for this particular meal. So you see a few cooks on the other side of these counters, and they're kind of like scooping the food up to people as
But
they come.
is
in.
the food within reach?
Probably, yeah. For not, I mean, not easy, but yeah.
There's
So
no
I feel
glass block.
Skriznet would come up there and he's like, excuse me. Oh, and he dips his finger right in the gravy as they're about to make Rocky's plate. Like, that shit's good.
I know, right? Cream based.
Can you scoop from the other side of the pan, please?
So
Hey,
I'm
we're-
just home up. You've already been up here 3 times, fat boy. My turn.
Your words are hurtful. I may be big, but
Your
I still have
smell's
emotions. Wow.
Excuse me? Are you calling him fat?
That's Lieutenant Skriznet. As you, oh shit, never mind.
You little boy. Where'd you get off to?
Oh, I know.
Skrizzet's not
who
that hungry.
you
Going back to the
are. Oh, there he is. It's Barrel Boy.
Barrel boy.
Barrel boy. Oh,
Behind the
He was hiding behind barrels.
You really role played that well. You didn't know who Barrel Boy was.
He was like, "Ha, yeah."
He's like,
barrels.
yeah, that was my
Planned on
intention.
that.
Thank you, appreciate that though.
RP is F.
It's totally believable. I'm totally buying that you had no idea what was going on.
You don't you go anywhere. I'm watching you.
I'm watching you too. You're in front of me. I just stare at you.
I'll slowly turn with my tray and walk back to my table.
No, you're watching me. Stay over here.
I'm keeping eye contact, but I'm walking away back to my table.
on your rear end, that rump roast.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I'll go up after like all of them. Like I'm waiting until it kind of settles down before I go get my plate. That's it.
I'm gonna go about to just sticking my finger in everything that's up there and just taste testing it.
I think I'm gonna pull out a notepad and start taking notes on which one is better. You tell me which one. Like a dip over here. Okay, tell me about this one. Is this one better than this one? 1 or 2?
Oh, number 2 needs to sit out in the sun a little bit more. It's not rancid enough. It's just too good.
No, that layer in though.
Turn him up.
He's a little
Turn him
low.
up.
Okay, I got you.
And we gotta have that voice.
Oh, I mean, we have to.
Honestly.
This is the marquee voice.
You worked really, really hard on that voice, so we got to have it.
And maybe then for research purposes, that's how I'm gonna go reintroduce myself to the people that I met at the party, or at the party, that murder that happened in the square.
Yeah. Oh, it's just that murder we were hanging out at.
So that I can I don't actually have to make you all do it, but so I can reintroduce myself, get at least names down. So which one? So we've talked about the sausage gravy.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what was your next favorite thing about this breakfast?
That they have enough for me to get 3 plates of it.
Phenomenal. I love that. And now tell me something personal about yourself.
I have fur.
Very personal. Thank you so much for divulging to me.
You're welcome.
Moving on. And then I'll move over to my friend.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me about breakfast so far. Like, what have you loved? What have you not loved? I won't tell anybody, I promise.
Oh, I think the fruit's a little stale. Not my best breakfast, but I've had better. But
This'll do.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now tell me a secret.
Ooh, secret. I owe 100 gold to Dutch. I've been slowly taking it a little off the top, but enough to not get it traced. I mean, guy needs 25, I take 26, and it all works out. I mean, in the end, we all get paid, and that's how it's supposed to be.
Smart man. I see how you work. Very, very interesting. And then I'm going to go over to my other friend. Okay, you know the rundown by now. I've seen you trying to avoid eye contact with me for the last 10 minutes. So tell me about breakfast.
So you see him sitting there, and he's just got a plate, nothing but meat. Just any type of meat. No fruits, vegetables, nothing else.
It seems like you're interested in a little carne start to your morning. Tell me more.
He doesn't really say much.
Oh, do tell. You have a secret, don't you?
He has a book in his hand. No cover on the back.
Now tell me the best line in your book.
We're waiting.
No.
Wow.
He seems a little bit annoyed that there's
Playing hard to
people
get.
surrounding him at the moment.
That I've just brought a crowd to your
Yeah.
breakfast this morning. I was wondering if anybody else thought it was funny that we're all being the guest of honor here and we weren't allowed to leave either. Anyone else have any thoughts about that? I mean, Mr. Officer, of course, with full respect of the law. How does it work around here? Anyway, I'm just wondering what we're all doing here.
Well, it's standard procedure after
I
something
love a
like this that
standard
we're
procedure.
just going to talk about what happened and get everything sorted out.
And you needed to bring us here till tomorrow.
Yeah, well, you wanted a nice place to sleep and nice warm biscuits gravy for breakfast.
Do you want to talk about the biscuits again?
Oh, do you think they got enough for a fourth plate? We'll look up and see.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, I'll be right back. I go up for a fourth plate.
You know, he's just following procedure. I can't hate the man, but only thing that doesn't make sense is what Agmond had going on. And why is somebody else at this table looking for him?
Is it me?
You do have to remember that they don't know who Agmond is, but he seemed to.
Oh, I call it out.
My
For
ears
everyone.
perk up a little bit.
Yeah, he's somewhere in the building, but maybe I'll have to have a chat with him later.
Just folds his arm. I just fold my arms and
Do I notice him kind of giving the perked ears?
He's kind of standoffish anyway,
Okay.
and he hasn't exactly been real chatty.
Yeah.
He's been
Not very-
His answers have been like very precise, polite, not rude, but he's very matter of fact. There's no idle conversation in what he says.
Okay. Put the dice down.
no, but just put the dice down. I don't.
I mean, you can roll, but I mean, clearly you can tell that he's not
Okay.
telling you everything. I mean, you don't have to make a roll for that.
Yeah.
Well,
obviously.
I suggest we carry on with the investigation, get out of here, because I got people to catch.
Yes, I'm also very busy and have a lot of reasons to be here.
Yeah, Aurelia should be down here pretty soon. She likes to be an early riser, so she's probably just talking with the commanders, and we'll get you all out of here as quickly as possible.
No.
Back to your lives.
Now, a little bit of breakfast chat since you're on the inside.
Oh, yeah.
So, that little beetle emblem that we picked up,
What beetle emblem?
the insignia?
I didn't see one.
Oh, but you took it from me.
Yep.
So you didn't see it?
I do not recall seeing it.
Can I just fly it
Yeah.
around his shoulder and try to see if I can like snag it out of his pocket or something?
It's with his woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the
Aurelia has
superiors
it.
right
Wow.
now.
Yeah,
I-
she seemed very.
So I just buzz near your pocket.
She seemed
weirdly.
very.
Oh, hi.
Very quick to
What
get
you-
rid
Like I
of it.
said, the word got to her pretty fast, and for Aurelia to show up to a minor little thing like this,
Yeah.
it had to have been a big deal.
Not so minor.
I mean, if you didn't see it, it's okay, but your girlfriend definitely did.
Well, she's my boss, and she runs Boros, and
I heard you're
Dating
not.
your boss? Oh my God, scandalous.
Yeah, I heard you're not supposed to shit where you eat.
That's why the
Oh,
bathroom's
that
down the
sounds
hall.
disgusting.
Okay, well, I've never seen that insignia before, and everyone here has insignias from their selective guilds. I mean, what do we think it means?
I think it's one of those things that we really shouldn't be thinking about because we didn't see it.
Well, you don't know the history?
No idea. I mean, I've seen beetles before, but I've never seen a. I didn't see one yesterday.
You guys are all the same. Just big lug heads, no brain. I bet this guy knows a little bit with his little book. You know anything about the guilds and the story?
Nope.
No.
Can we get back to the part of shitting where you eat?
I also had a couple questions about that, to be honest.
Oh,
with you.
it's a saying from my guild. I'm surprised you guys haven't heard
Sounds kind of kinky, hononestly.
it. It's not. Very, very gross.
Wait, before you put your finger in the gravy, you didn't like.
I don't know if you want to ask questions you don't really want the answer to.
Oh God, I'm gonna go shit out of my mouth.
Fine.
I just look at him and go,
Yummy.
I'm gonna go beeline for the bathroom and Ralph up 4 plates of sausage gravy.
Well, I guess I'll keep the beetle emblem to myself since I'm working with not always the best in the brains business, but that's okay. We'll figure it out together. How about that?
by the time he shows back up, I have his plate pulled over to me and I'm eating.
Keep watching.
Damn it. Who else is down here and around? Like, are there more troops, or is it just us in this hall?
The hall is not big enough for all of the troops to come at once, and they kind of come in almost what looks like shifts. You guys have probably been down here for about a half an hour now.
Okay.
You were given specific instructions to basically stay with our guests, because you're witness to it, they're witness to it, and you were the commanding officer at the scene, so that's why you haven't left. Normally, your routine would be come down, eat, get out.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah, so you've seen several different, I guess, units come in, and then they come in, they do their business, and then they just leave. There's no dilly dally. There's not a lot of chit chat.
Okay. So we're kind of standing out.
Oh yeah, definitely. Everyone knows you're here. They're all like, when they come in, they kind of are looking at you suspiciously, because they know something's up, because this is weird. You guys don't get guests like this very often. If someone had broke the law, they'd be in jail.
Especially if you eat 4 plates of sausage.
I feel one of the later meal sessions is going to get food poisoning from Skriznet putting his finger in all the food.
We got to roll Constitution.
Roll Constitution.
That is a very good possibility.
Good thing I don't like gravy.
Because nobody ever asked if he washes his hands. Or
So when's your lady gonna be here?
She should be here any minute. She's a very prompt lady. She should be coming. If I take a glance up, can I see anyone who's my superior that I can ask status about what's going on or when to expect Aurelia?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see they're known as a Boros Reckoner. They're the same type that was able to cast the lightning magic. Normally, they're the leaders of platoons of troops. There'll usually be 1 or 2 reckoners within it. They're probably the equivalent of maybe a sergeant or a lieutenant. They're not a foot soldier. They're a slightly higher rank.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to him.
Yeah.
Morning, boss.
It's actually a little goblin.
Morning, boss.
He's like completely bald. He's got some singe marks on his eyes from where the energy that they've learned how to funnel comes out and crackles out of their eyes. He's just dressed in plain clothes, but he does have a tabard on with the Boros fist emblem on the front of it.
How much longer until we're expecting Aurelia to come?
Soon. I think I heard her upstairs.
Lovely. Yeah, they're starting to get a little chatty for my liking, and it's a little uncomfortable. Now, let me ask you a question. Before you eat a plate of food, do you generally wash your hands?
It depends.
Okay. So this is like, this is like a goblin thing to not wash your hands before you're eating food, or I mean, I always wash my paws.
That is a very goblin, anti-racist goblin thing to say right there, sir.
I'm just trying to
am
understand.
offended.
Generalizations.
Yeah,
I'm trying to understand.
but no, we don't.
So educate him. He doesn't understand.
We don't at all, because you know what? Your natural, it makes the food better.
Now, okay, let me ask you this. Would you stick your finger in a plate of food for everyone with your unwashed hands?
I do every day.
Oh. Thank you, sir. I'm going to go back to the bathroom. Ralph again.
Poor guy.
The Minotaur is the only one that washes his hands.
Yeah.
He's a clean freak.
He's
the
a
only
clean
one.
Minotaur. I didn't think I was going to be a clean freak.
All
but
right.
Guess what?
He's a total germaphobe. I love it. So,
Love that for an active soldier.
Yep.
yeah. We now know his weakness. All the monsters.
Yeah.
Mud and poop.
Yep.
He's the Sheldon of our crew.
We're
You
fighting.
better hope there aren't any sewers where you're
Tonight
going.
we're fighting the doo-doo monster.
Yeah.
It's like in Dogma when they fight the shit golem. That's his worst nightmare. It's fighting a shit golem.
I can't wait for the first time that someone hits him with like some poop or something. He's like, I got the poo on me.
Ah, it's in the fur.
It's in the fur.
Someone get the clippers
You know, I
out.
was wondering how long it would take to roll into a full shit joke session. in
There we go.
Episode
There it is.
2. There we go.
Episode 2.
So
Bam.
Elvin will, as discreetly as possible, kind of sitting there writing in some notes. He'll actually slide one, like a small piece of paper, to Skriz.
Do you want everyone else to know what it says?
I mean, if they see me, then yes. But
Can
they
I roll?
Are you
I
trying to
send
do
them
it?
a
Are you
note.
trying to do it sneaky?
Sneaky? Yeah. Sleight of
Go
hand.
ahead and make a sleight of hand check. What is your guys' passive perception?
I think 13. Nope.
13.
It's 10.
It's a 5.
13.
10 for me.
Okay, so they see you.
13.
Yeah. I mean, I just tossed it. I mean, it's a
So,
small piece.
Hey, what'd you write on that note?
There you go.
No, he'll tell me. It's fine.
You want me to read?
Skrizna can't read. So. Thank you.
Now, is that better than the sausage gravy or worse?
Makes you get a little poo finger in there to flavor it up.
Skrizna eats fiber in his diet.
And will he commit and actually eat it? He ate it!
Well, folks, we did it.
The world may never know.
Skrizna likes paper. And can't read, so don't do that again.
Don't do that again.
Okay, so why don't you just tell us, since our dear friend over here ate whatever secret you were trying to tell him?
Well, I tried to tell you, but you said you wanted to hear it from him, so now I'm not telling you anything.
Oh my God, you're so dramatic. Do you wake up like this every day?
Only days that end in Y.
Uh-huh. He's cute.
I don't think any of the days of the week end in Y in Ravnica, so...
What are the days
So
of the
absolutely
week
not.
called
I
then?
don't.
I will give you guys the calendar when that's relevant.
when it's relevant.
It's relevant right now.
Days
And
of
I
the
do
week.
have-
If the calendar has the days, and I'll just take a common
I do have the calendar. But it has not been relevant yet.
So yeah, no.
It's a Happy Days song here. Just
But
makes no
you know,
sense.
I wrote him a note. I've been trying this new thing. Okay, I'm trying to make friends. I don't have a lot, but I do know people that have money, and people like money. And I think you should always pay for your friends. Like, pay to be friends, not like pay for them to do stuff. Just pay to be friends.
Interesting.
I think Skriznet's eyes get a little white.
You're Skrizna's friend?
Oh, you're gonna be my best friend. I can tell. I'm gonna need you a lot of missions. I'll pay you whatever you ask for. Food, gold. What is Skriznet like? New instrument? I'll get you a new instrument. Real shiny one.
No, Skrizna already has an instrument.
Um,
It's his favorite.
I haven't seen your instrument yet. I mean, you look like you're musically talented.
talent is an overstatement.
Well, I gotta hear you now. I mean,
Nope. Squiznet don't play it. It is magical, and he does not want to touch it right now. But I'll show it to you. Would you like to see it?
well, I'll take what I can get.
So he pulls out a flute that looks just like it's old, some sort of skin. Don't know what the skin is, and it's just been wrapped around an old flute.
He's like, it's called the skin flute. It's magical. And when you blow on it, magic comes out of it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Damn it!
And I
as
make
your
you so
resident
happy.
lesbian, I'll say.
I really love his like childlike innocence.
Yeah,
This is not a
it's
good
just
team-
really
time to have
fresh.
So this was given to me as a gift, and
Ah.
I'm just too afraid to play it right now. Maybe later on.
Oh, that's fine. Really, it's fine. You can put that actually back in your bag. Don't tell anybody it's your skin flute. Okay? Just say it's your flute.
But that's what it's called. That's what she told me it was called.
Say it in your head.
It's made out of skin, and it's a flute. It's a skin flute.
I believe you. I don't want to know where you got the skin, and I don't care. Put it away. I'm trying to finish my meal without, well,
So
being
no
a-
playing with the skin flute in front of people. How am I supposed to perform?
You just said you weren't gonna perform.
Well, not today.
We'll
You
come.
know, okay, going back in the bag. Put my skin flute in the bag. God, make up your mind. I don't know if I
I'll
want to be
just-
your friend.
I'll just get up and try to move to a different table.
And I move with him because we're friends now.
That is a bond for life, brother.
Yeah, I will get up.
So adorable.
I'll get up and move from the table and just patiently wait for this chick to come downstairs.
He just follows you around like you're his long lost
This
brother.
is gonna be great.
I assume at this point I'm coming back from the bathroom and noticing the change of scenery.
Yeah.
What was wrong with that table?
Yeah, you see, the maids around here, they didn't clean that table up too well, and
It was not sticky enough.
sure, no,
I can't hear it sticky
I
after
mean-
the skin flute conversation.
Oh,
I'm just so
no.
sorry. You're gonna have to not
Again,
do that to
it
me.
just wasn't sitting right with me. I don't like round tables. I like rectangle tables. It just wasn't my vibe, and I just needed to think. Okay, creepy
Okay.
guy over here was giving me creepy vibes, just reading his book, not talking. And then, well, she asked a lot of questions. I actually don't mind her. She's fine.
Yeah, she's cool.
Thank you. I don't
Now
mind
you, on the other hand, I'm
either.
still waiting for your girlfriend, and I'm getting a little restless.
Yeah, by the way,
She's-
where
she's
is
coming.
she? All you've said is how prompt she is, and prompt
late as
usually
shit.
doesn't mean. Say it again.
Late as shit.
Thank
It's
you.
about that time that you guys are sitting here having this conversation that you hear a voice come from behind you that sounds familiar, and you are immediately have the imposing presence of something very powerful standing behind you. And you look, and they're donned in full armor,
That was a mind flare.
long flowing red hair, and whited out eyes. Is Aurelia. Wings wrapped up
was
behind
close.
her back.
I'll jump
Well,
to attention.
It wasn't my shift yet.
Did I say late as shit? I meant promptly on time. My bad. My manners not very good, but it's okay. I'm gonna learn your rules.
I take it that the accommodations have been decent.
The breakfast could have been better, but that's fine. We're done with
Actually,
breakfast.
if you want full stats on breakfast, I really got a lot of information, and I think actually overall very positive.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've also got problems with the round tables down here. Apparently, they're not suitable for
You some
for
kind of
people,
tattletale?
ma'am. No, we normally have an evaluation at the end. I was just letting her know now. They prefer square tables.
Skriznet jumps on the table and he's like,
Hey, pretty ladies, look at my shiny codpiece. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
She looks at you like she doesn't recognize you.
I was talking to somebody else.
And who are you?
Lieutenant Skriz. Oh, shit. I forgot what I told her. Skriz.
This is my friend. This is my friend Skriz.
Skriz.
Yeah.
He-
Yeah. He's
He was there last night.
He was the ringleader last night when
The
all this
ringleader.
went down.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How did you know?
I don't know how he got here. I didn't see him. Yeah, I didn't see him come with us, but he showed up. So I'd keep an eye on that one.
That's good. We wanted to talk to him too.
Yes, ma'am.
Skriznet's popular today. Yep.
So,
Shit.
if you are all finished with your meals and having a chance to get to know each other a little bit better, you all have an appointment.
Is Thursday again?
Excuse me?
Yeah, you have an appointment. You have to
Are
understand.
you my manager?
No, I'm not your manager.
I thought I was famous.
So you will be talking to the council. There will be some representatives from each of your guilds there. So they will be your representatives to make sure that you are being treated fairly and justly.
Well, what more can we ask for? I mean, that's what we want. We want fairness, harmony. It's just what we do here. I know.
I'm still.
What guild are
You'll
you?
have to excuse me. I am new, and I'm just a little concerned. I mean, we didn't do anything. Everyone who was there, well, I mean, most of them are dead, but all of the ones that are still alive know that we didn't really do anything while we were there.
Look.
Genuinely, it's more just to get your statements, and then you guys will
Yeah,
be on your
yeah.
way.
And again, it's not going to be that bad. I mean, it could be worse. We could be in jail right now. They treated us fairly. We had to come here out of our
We
will.
probably wouldn't throw people in jail who did try to at least save lives.
I know. So we did the right thing. Think of this as a reward. We're getting paid
Well,
with a nice meal.
I don't know that it's a reward.
It was
but
forced.
It's just how things work.
Yeah. We'll be out of here at 10 minutes.
Unfortunately, you guys were like pretty much wrong place, wrong time, and I'm sorry for that. But we want you guys to know that your services were appreciated, which is why you are our guests and not our prisoners.
We appreciate the sympathy. I really do. When are these meetings happening? Is it individual based?
No, you will be going in as collective.
Okay.
You guys witnessed it collectively. You participated, whether you knowingly or not, as a collective. So we can leave whenever you're ready.
I'm ready. Everyone else ready to go? You got a little crumbs here if you wanna. All right.
Your duties for the day are being taken over by Wang.
Oh,
So you will be excused from active duty until you get back
The better
from
officer.
your meeting.
all right. That
Okay.
Sounds lovely.
Okay. We only were able to muster up one representative from the Golgari, but there are two of you. Is that sufficient?
I mean, I think technically, if you like size it out, I'm more like an eighth of a person, so that's fine.
Yes.
He loves to talk.
And
You just can tell in his eyes. He's got a lot to say. I'm so excited to hear more.
unfortunately, the Rakdos told us that we could stick things in places where they are not supposed to go. So you have no representative.
I'll be his representative. We're friends now.
Ooh, can I be his representative too?
It's
Okay, fine.
Joint
You can have it this
representative.
time. Maybe next time.
yeah.
This is really more of a formality. You guys aren't in any trouble.
Okay. I'm ready to talk. Let's get this thing
I
going.
feel Skriznet's still like a little intimidated, scared that nobody showed up for him, and now he's just all alone with and everybody else has a representative. He's like,
I go fly over onto Skriz's shoulder and just kind of hover next to him, and I'll be like, my guy doesn't even know who I am. I don't know if he's ever seen me before. I'm not so sure that he's going to be any help for me either.
I'm just sad I don't get to stick stuff places.
Oh my God, honey, I'm so sorry.
Everybody loves Skriznet.
People are very dramatic.
Yeah, and by the way, don't perform during this, okay? Keep your instrument away. For now. I'll give you the signal. You'll know. Okay?
Can I sit next to you?
If you keep your instrument away, yes. For now.
I'll think about it.
That's all I can ask.
So if you will gather up your belongings, your equipment, your personal effects, you'll be on your way.
So as we're walking out, I want to walk in between Rocky and Elton and grab both their hands as we walk out.
That way we can keep an eye on each other.
Which hand do you wipe with?
Neither.
I guess
Problem
this is okay.
solved.
Is there like a Purell substance in Ravnica?
Purell has not been invented yet.
Well, like a Ravnican Purell that I would carry on my back. Because I feel like after this encounter, he's gonna have like the economy-sized
Some sort of
jar,
antiseptic.
like in his bag.
That's actually your lifelong dream now. Is actually just make a Purell.
It's a new
I
plague,
can-
Skriznet 22. We're all going to get
Skriz 22.
Ariella leads you up the steps.
Moving on.
Just you.
You go up through the winding hallways, through the main chamber halls. Again, functional, not beautiful. Well kept, though. And she leads you out into the main gates. So what you're going to want to do here is we have a carriage that is going to take you where you need to go for your appointment. Your fee has already been paid as far as the taxi service. Just remember to be honest, and you really shouldn't have anything to worry about. Also, don't talk to anybody else about what happened last night except for yourselves.
Well, we can do that. Well, at least me and my client here. We can keep it to ourselves.
Your client. Okay.
Friend, sorry. Didn't mean to offend you.
So after a couple of minutes, maybe a full 2 minutes, you see this little arc-drawn carriage. It's kind of like an ox with big, long, drooping horns, very furry. Comes up not at very good speeds. These are not speedy beasts of burden. These are they're very strong though. They're big. The carriage is it has the symbol of the Azorius Senate on it, and it's big. It's probably 3 seats wide on each side, and the 2 seats on the inside face each other. It's made from a it looks like it's made from some type of magic metal. You definitely feel that there's a magic presence about it. It glints a little bit in the sunlight, but the clouds up ahead look like there could be rain later today. You get that sense of humidity in the air. Time now is probably a little bit after, or just shortly before noon. You get in the carriage. It feels very comfy. The seats are very plush, and it looks nicer than the accommodations that you just dealt with. You're in the carriage for a while. The carriage does its thing. It takes you where you need to go, you're assuming. And you're in a part of the city that some of you have seen but never actually been in before. The carriage drops you off in Precinct 1. You arrive at Precinct 1. It's a lavish building in front of you with a domed roof. The white stonework is smooth and polished and reflects the light of the mid-morning sun like a beacon amongst the other buildings. This precinct is known to have the strictest laws in the entire city, mainly because anyone new to the city from the outside world would have to come through this precinct. You do know that you're not permitted to carry weapons unless given permission in this area. You assume that you have permission since no one has come to collect your weapons. You see battle mages that are known as arresters, which you've seen before. They're very capable of subduing unwanted aggression within this part of town. Most of the buildings and people match a very wealthy image. Everyone in this area has a very nice place that they live. All of the businesses look like this is where the money is. Oddly enough, Elvin knows that that couldn't be further from the truth. He knows where the real money is. You and your friends seem very out of place here. You venture up the massive steps in front of the into what is known as the Chamber of the Guildpact. The main hall inside has white marble floors and huge pillars leading into a larger open space on either side. There is a massive wooden door at the end of this chamber, and it looks very much like a courtroom, or I'm sorry, like a court building, not a room, not a courtroom. At the end of this chamber is a massive wooden door. It's every bit of 20 feet tall. Around it has a big wooden hand-carved archway. And you see guild insignia carved into the framework around this door. All the guilds seem to be represented. The door, as you approach, seems like it knows that you're wanted. You get a feeling of magic amongst the door, too. And it very gently opens. It's very welcoming. It's very warm in here. You enter the chamber, and you see a very plush, almost like an office type area. The biggest difference is that this office almost looks like two offices stacked on top of each other. There's a ledge that goes all the way around in a circular style, and there are 10 seats. 9 of them have insignia from the guilds that you know. The other one seems like it's never been used. There is no insignia in that chair. When you enter the room, you see that 5 of the chairs contain 5 regal, noble-looking judges. They wear various different colored robes, more reflective of their guild that they represent. These are all law people. You get that sense about them, that they know the laws. They seem very regal. In what would be considered like the center chair, one of the individuals seems to protrude that essence of almost being in charge. He's dressed in black and blue robes. The robes are of almost like a royal blue color, but not bright. It's very dulled out. There are magically lit chandeliers above in the chamber. And while this room is very tall, it's not as wide as you would have thought it is. In the middle of the floor is a podium that's wide enough for you to stand 2 by 2. And it faces the center chair. It raises up on this almost circular platform that you can step up onto. The platform itself is big enough for all of you to stand on. You see the judge. He seems to be reading some sort of document. He pushes up his glasses on his face, which is difficult because he doesn't really have a nose. Mm-hmm. And you recognize that he is a Vidalcan. Light blue skin. He looks aged, though. You look like he is probably heading towards the later end of his life. He has a stern look on his face, but it's not unkind. It's just very matter of fact. You look around at the other, the judges, and you see that they're wearing masks. They're completely blank. There are no faces, no emotional status at all within them. It's like basically a white shield that goes over top of their faces. The only way that you can really tell that they even might be representative of another guild is because of the robes that they wear. The robes have a little insignia of the guilds. From this distance, it's hard to make them out quite, but you'd recognize the color schemes. And sure enough, you see a Golgari representative from the Golgari Swarm. You see a Boros representative from the Boros Legion. You see, obviously, the Azorius member being represented. And there's other judges, but they seem to be from clans and guilds that aren't here. One representative is from the Selesnya, and another representative is from the Simic Combine. You can't really tell the races of these individuals because of the masks, and the robes seem to hide a lot of their features. You can tell that they are all looking down on you, though, but not in a condescending way. They give you the impression that it is in an observing way. After maybe 30 or 45 seconds of an uncomfortable silence, the Vidalcan clears his throat a little bit. Welcome. I am Judge Muldrin View. And we just want to get a statement for the records so that there is no further complications that could implement you in any sort of illegal activity. You are not being held responsible for any of the destruction of any of the property. We know that collectively you did try to help people, and that is commendable. That is honorable. And I think if maybe more people helped each other, this world would be a better place. So, please speak one at a time. Who would like to tell me a brief summation of what happened last night? And I will leave that to you to decide.
I'll walk up there first. Hello. My name is Rocky Bartholomew Brindlehide. I came a little bit late to the engagement. We heard a commotion, my garrison, and we saw lots of fighting between one of the guilds and the commoners, and then this big, powerful arcane user came out of nowhere and used a bunch of fire magic I'm not familiar with to roast a bunch of people and kill them. Johnny in our patrol, it's his first day out, and he caught the brunt of that. He's no longer with us. I can't speak too much of what happened before that. The arcane user, she disappeared, and we sent patrols out for a couple miles away to look for this person. We were unsuccessful in finding him, and then at that point, Aurelia showed up, and well, you know the rest. But I can't speak to what happened beforehand, as I was not present.
Okay. As you were talking, it looked like he was writing quite a bit of information down, and he's kind of nodding as you were speaking. Some of the other representatives also seem to nod. They've all been filled in, and it seems like the story corroborates. No one seems to have any disbelief in what you say. Anyone else?
I think Pig flies up immediately following, like, you're still trying to get out and I'm just in your space.
Oh, excuse me.
Excuse
Sorry,
no,
ma'am.
it was my turn.
Okay.
The left to the
Okay.
that no, your left, not my left. Yeah. No. Okay. Great. Hi. I'm Pigwin. Hi. This is a little intimidating. You guys look really cool up there. So yeah, pretty much samesies.
Ditto.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what was going on. I'm not from around here, and my hometown can get a little crazy in the streets too. So I just came around to see what was going on, and by the time I got up there, it was just mayhem. There were little demons running around, and then a woman came and honestly crisped up everyone in the crowd. I thought it was part of the show. Wasn't part of the show. Very sad for their families, but yeah, I don't really have anything to add.
Okay.
I stayed away.
Yeah, that seems to check out.
Thank you for your time. It's wonderful to meet all of you. Pigwin.
Mic drop.
I was gonna say I'll go up right after.
I walk up, hold his hands.
I did not realize how much hand holding was going to go on here.
I didn't realize this was going to be a cuddle campaign, but that's
Yeah.
cool.
I like it. The love.
I have no problems with that. Friendships is the best.
Yeah.
How you
my
doing,
God.
Yana? So me and my client here, he was the ringleader. He did a great job. You got to commend him for what he did. I'll be representing him. What guild are you in?
He's with the cult of Rakdos. We know what guild he's in.
Okay. And
What a prepared lawyer. I'll be his lawyer. Also, what's your name and where you're from? Thank you.
well, since you probably know his guild, you probably know mine, the Orzhov. Well, I was there just to, I was catching a show, and well, there was a guy that owed the Orzhov some money, so I came and collected. God rest his soul. He's a little crispy. But I just want to say for the record, it was not the little guy's fault. He was just the moderator. He just got the show going. Them little devil things, they went crazy. But yeah, pretty much everything they're saying. But definitely the Rocky guy here. He's a little rough around the edges. He actually injured me a little bit when he was taking me off back to the nice big mansion. He was a little rough.
You look all right to me.
Well, I hide my bruises well. I mean, I got the blue skin. I look great, don't I?
You see the Orzhov representative, which I failed to mention, but they're up there.
Sneaky.
They kind of clear their throat and get to the point.
Well, that's it. Bad things happen. People burnt to a crisp, and my client here had nothing to do with it.
And what about you? Did you have anything to do with it?
I was strictly there enjoying a show, and my client, not him, he just owed some money. I was there. We were in the same time.
If I may, this is the Orzhov representative. How did you gain membership into the Syndicate?
Well, I mean,
who recruited you?
Well, Dutch. I mean, my contact is Dutch Fitzgerald. You can look him up. He's a knight.
I don't need to look him up.
Okay, well, you asked a question. I just answered.
And you talk a lot. In
Yes.
fact, you talk more than probably anyone I've ever met. We don't usually let people that talk that much within our ranks. Loose lips and all.
Well,
I see that you've had an experience with loose lips.
yeah.
You know what they say, snitches get stitches.
Yeah, but I didn't snitch. It didn't happen that way. It was unfair.
That's a shiny hammer you got. Where'd you get that?
Oh, this little thing. Well, my girlfriend gave it to me.
He kind of tilts his head. You can't see his face, but you get the impression that the hammer seems familiar to him. Your girlfriend, you say?
Oh yeah, she's a beaut. You'd have to meet her sometime, but today's not the day. We're talking court. We're off the subject now. We said what happened at the place, not how I got shiny hammer.
So did you collect the debt or not?
He only had 4 copper. That's it.
And what was his debt?
25 gold. Well, I asked for 25 gold, and I only got 4 copper, and I don't think you need to know the math, but it doesn't add up. I'm a little short.
Indeed.
Yeah.
When he
Do you
says
have
that,
anything
Skriz
else?
is like,
Do you have anything? Do you have anything else constructive to add?
No. Yeah, he's fine too. Like I said, we're on the same story. I'm representing him.
Right.
Yeah. All right, let's. I'll kind of hold my hand out and try to walk him back down.
And you, little one, do you have anything to add? You see Moldren View look down at you.
so Skriznet's a little irritated that he said that he had nothing to do with the show.
That was my moment.
And I just drop his hand.
Skriznet saw everything. So somebody drugged the imps, and they went crazy. And there was fire from the sky, and somebody got a blade in their head because I don't know if it was shrapnel. And then these big birds flew in.
I forgot about the bird.
I told them not to feed the animals, and they kept feeding them, and they stayed around. And then all of a sudden, this big charged minotaur came out of nowhere barking orders.
And I'll take a look at Rocky.
So I didn't want to be part of it, so I went and checked to see if there was anything in a barrel in the alleyway. And that's where I saw my fairy godmother. She was flying around checking over me. And then this magical wizard woman came out of nowhere and vomited fire everywhere, and people went, oh, and they died. But they'll be okay. I promise they'll be good. They're not moving, so they're just staying for the after party. And then more shiny people showed up, and lightning bolts out of eyeballs. But I didn't see that. Oh yeah, I saw that. And then they brought me here, and I got a shiny cod piece,
And I just show it to them.
and I'm like, they told me not to polish it in front of people, and we had biscuits and gravy for breakfast this morning. And your Minotaur guy does not like it when people stick their finger in it to test the food. How are you supposed to know if it's good food if you don't test it?
Your Honor, he
I'm talking.
Yeah.
It's my turn. You let me go.
Sit one at a time.
You went first. We didn't even draw straws to go first. So anyway, I'm done.
For the record, he didn't wash his hands, and he had informed me that he wiped.
Well, that is gross, but it's not against the law.
I turn around and stick my
No, noted. Thank you.
Moldren View seems to have like this this strange, almost like fatherly approving smile on his face listening to you talk and tell your story. The other white masks, you can tell, seem very confused by everything that you're saying, but he seems to have had some dealings with goblins before. You are quite the storyteller.
It's the truth. It's not a story.
You seem to be a little bit brighter than most of your kin. Would you say that's accurate?
Skriznet have no shine to him. Skriznet don't bathe. Gotta have that natural smell.
Might I ask how you ended up within the ranks of the cult?
Skriznet don't want to talk about that right now.
Okay.
Skriznet, is it?
And then I just walk away.
I'm just saying you're very brave. And you don't seem like you back down. You'd probably make a really great arrester.
No.
That's fair. Yeah, you can't hurt me for trying.
You said not to play. in front of people. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. My client's done. Yeah.
You're done talking. And you.
Then I grab his hand and we walk back.
Yeah. I walk up. Well, pretty much it started off as I walked by as a normal civilian and just to show normal. Never Rakdos. I never remember how to pronounce it. Just a normal Rakdos show. You know, crazy stuff going on.
There's
Then
nothing ever normal about a Rakdos show.
as normal as they typically run. But got a little out of hand. By a little, I mean pretty out of hand. Cacklers started going crazy, attacking people in the audience. Got a little too much excitement. Then most civilians had to defend themselves. I tried to help and defend some innocent people. Then out of nowhere, a powerful magic wielder, burnt most everybody to a crisp.
That was Madame Madry.
Hmm.
We've been trying to apprehend her for quite some time. She is a known murderer.
I can see that.
Extortionist. And she's a little nuts.
I mean, yeah, I can see that a little bit from, like the fire. It just burnt everybody. It was insane.
She believes that, and these are her words, Lord Rakdos should rule all.
Hell yeah!
I told you not to talk.
You said that a couple minutes ago, not now.
Pretty much that's all that went down. Boros showed up, tried to get a hold of things.
And what was your reasoning for being there?
Oh, I am just a culture gatherer, basically. I mean, I take in information wherever I go. Pull out my journal. I write notes in here all the time. Kind of unusual for the Golgari clan to be up and about. But
No, they usually prefer the confines of the Undercity.
yeah,
And to have two members out and about. Interesting.
yeah. Well,
Anything else to add?
that's all I got.
Judgment will be passed now. Your story corroborates with the other military presence that was there. And you wouldn't really be able to tell a lie in here anyway. Magic and all. Which is why I said you're quite the storyteller, because you believe everything you said.
He's that oblivious to life.
That is, I guess, how it happened from
I
a certain point of view, right?
I tell only the truth
tell only the truth.
that I recall.
Recall.
In
So-
my opinion.
You will all be free to go after these hearings. You can proceed about your lives however you want. But it's not going to be that simple. You have witnessed something that normally would cause your execution. But your representatives and myself feel that the actions that you displayed are honorable, and we want to employ you. We think that you would be a valuable resource to what we do. And not only would you be assisting us, you'd be assisting the world, and you would be gaining favor with your guilds, your respected guilds. You would be able to climb up through the ranks of your guilds. So everyone wins. Does this seem like something that you would be interested in?
Oh well, I'm all for climbing the guild ranks. I'm very interested. And I'll kind of yank on Skriznet's hand, like giving him like a nod, like you're interested too.
I don't know what you're trying to say to me.
My client will be interested too. He's out of work, and where are you gonna go?
Home?
You have a home?
Well,
It ain't that barrel. I can get you a big house, big house. Remember, we're friends. Friends stick together. And I'm already in, so you gotta come with.
Skriznet don't have to do shit.
No, that's true. You don't. I'm just giving you the opportunity to make the world a better place.
Oh, when Pig hears "make the world a better place," she kind of like sinks in a little and looks a little timid for the first time, and maybe doesn't have a whole lot to say other than, "I'm interested too."
Excellent.
So is Mr. Sir Rocky part of it too?
Absolutely. This is a collective guild assignment.
Skriznet's in now. Just for the simple fact of bonding.
with our hands.
And
And if I had eyebrows, but they're going up, they're like,
Just wrinkles.
and what about you?
Plus the fairy
Just
godmother said
curious,
she's
what what might this all entail?
So
Oh, good question.
basically, your job would be to preserve the Guildpact. Are you familiar with the Guildpact, or at least the stories of it?
Personally, yes.
Yep.
Pig hears everyone else say yes and goes, "Oh, of course.
Would
I
you
know
like to
so
know
much
what the
about them."
Guildpact actually says, since I'm sure none of you have ever read it before?
Yes.
Thank you.
Wait. You actually have the Guildpact text?
Of course I do.
I thought it was.
Lost to history.
Yeah, that's what I've always been told as a kid.
Did you go to public school?
I mean, it wasn't the best. But
That's not a slam on the public
No.
education system. You have to understand that there are things within the Guild Pact that are not meant for the world to know.
Well, I mean, you're correct. And I'm not trying to interrupt, but I've heard of 10 guilds, and I'm not good at math, but there's only 9 chairs with insignias.
No. There are 10 chairs.
Well, since we're being honest, and we're in a holy place magical place, not holy.
Well, you just can't lie here.
Well, I won't lie to you. My target actually carried with him a beetle insignia. And this guy's girlfriend actually took it with her. And she was trying to hold it from you guys. Now, I hope she told you.
No, she wasn't. She told us all about it. And that's the thing that you weren't supposed to see.
Well, I mean, hey, I was there for 25 gold, and insignia dropped on the ground, thought it was worth some money. Rocky over here took it away from me.
One of the biggest stipulations of taking this job is that you cannot discuss that insignia with anyone in the outside world.
Well, that's fair.
You can discuss it amongst yourselves because you saw it. But that particular part of the evening needs to remain under wraps. If we didn't find worth in what you do, you would have been dead, not apprehended. But I think that there's worth in what you do.
Well, I
And
appreciate it.
Ariella definitely felt that there was worth in what you do. You didn't have to stand up and fight. You chose to. Individually. And I'm wondering if we can unite that. Bring a little bit more peace amongst the guilds.
Well, I think you're fighting for a good cause.
So what is it that we want you to do? Yes, that was the question. You would be responsible for dealing with things that don't require a full-on military invasion or little tiny skirmishes within the guild. You're basically just keepers of the peace without being police officers. We don't want military presence. You guys represent, well, everyone.
So, would we have something to show our authority?
You mean like a badge?
Yes, a big shiny badge.
Sure, if you want one.
Fuck yes.
But again, you're not police officers. You're not military. You're like subcontractors.
Can we get shiny vest instead of a badge?
I mean, maybe if you do a really good job. You're also free to go whenever you want. You're not prisoners. If you decide that you no longer want to continue this type of work, or you have other things you'd rather do, you are free to go. You will never be bothered again, and you will never be contacted again by anyone from our organization. We didn't really want to wipe your memories, because sometimes that goes bad, and you lose parts of your personality, and it seems like you're a very colorful bunch.
Skrizn's just green. Just one color.
Just one color.
Oh, I'm very colorful.
The stains on his shirts are colorful, though.
I'll say I'm in, but I am curious about what the Guildpact says.
I will tell you some of what it says. Obviously, I cannot tell you all of what it says.
Fair enough.
As it is written, the Guildpact was a magically binding contract between the Paruns that signed it, and it was signed in their blood. That part of the story you all know. What you don't know is that there's a particular reason that your guilds and your factions do what it is that they do. It's all within the Guildpact. Each guild was assigned a specific task, something that they were going to do to help the betterment of society as a whole. The city of Ravnica, the 10th district, we attempted to expand our walls to habitat the entire planet. That didn't work out. There are some things beyond the walls that we don't really fully understand. And that's not important. But just know that all the world that you have seen is not all the world that exists. And while this is a big place, there are other things. Now, I don't think it will come to exploration of that type. What I mean is, sometimes the Gruul clans get a little bit angry and overzealous and start tearing down buildings and hurting innocent people. We don't want to send a full-on invasion of Boros Legion soldiers in there, because it just looks like we're being discriminatory against the Gruul just being the Gruul. There are also little plots that the other guilds have to overthrow other guilds or get other people to overthrow for them. So you basically would just be handling little petty squabble things and just trying to keep the peace, trying to promote that unity amongst the guilds. More specifically, we think that it would be important for those who are guildless to see that the guilds are trying to coexist. They've known a lot in their lifetimes of conflict, and it's part of the reason why some of them choose to remain guildless. We, the people of Ravnica, hereby declare that this determines the fate of our people. All who reside within this world and pledge declaration to one of these guilds will be bound by the laws contained within. No guild shall try to destroy another guild or to gain power over another guild. All guilds are equal. All guilds will serve a function to the best of their ability. And then it goes into basically list those responsibilities. The Azoria Senate shall be the government and creator of laws of the people, while being fair and just. And at times they shall enforce the laws. The Boros Legion shall keep the peace and be the armed forces on call within the city from threats within and from outside. They shall assist in the enforcement of the laws on grander scales. The Golgari Swarm shall dispose of the dead plant life and all organic material as it passes the living world into the world of the dead. The Izzet League shall be the engineers and inventors in the world, striving to make the impossible possible. They shall make life better with their inventions. The Cult of Raktos shall be the labor force within the world, the grunt labor, and also the entertainers, to remind us that life is short. The Gruul clans shall be the keepers of the beasts in the wild that still exist within the world, and the rangers of the wilderness that remain. Their territories shall never be invaded again. The Selesnya Conclave shall be the conservationists and find the balance between nature, society, and literature. The Orzhov Syndicate shall be the one beacon of faith within this world, and also the keepers of wealth. The Simic Combine shall provide health care through research, finding cures for diseases, and an attempt to extend the life of everyone. That is the function of the guilds. And that is what the Guildpact says. And I'm sure you've never heard that before.
No, but I totally knew what the Golgari Swarm was for and why we are very important, and it was beautiful to have it relayed here today.
Everyone serves a function. This was supposed to be symbiotic. Everyone helps each other. Unfortunately, some of those old ambitions still linger even after all of these years. No one wants to be ruled.
So I guess what's the first mission that you guys have us on? I mean,
Well, we do have a
kind
trial mission, so to speak,
Yeah, I mean,
to see if this is something that you would want to continue doing.
well, let's hear it. You got me all excited after that Pact reading.
We thought we would start off with something that is not directly bound to any specific guild, but more to the guildless. And honestly, it's problematic, and it's annoying.
I have been described as both before.
I'm not on that list, Hamlet.
No, you're not on the list.
Talkative, maybe.
Yeah, wait.
Within Foundry Street are a few gangs of goblins. These goblins hold no allegiance to guilds. It's always been about the Shattergang brothers and their war against any other rival goblin gangs that would pop up. They deal in everything from arms to kidnapping, smuggling, minor thievery. The Shattergang brothers are specifically known to be arms dealers. They make bombs, or they steal bombs and sell them. Over the last few months, a new gang seems to have a particular disliking for the Shattergang. And we know the leader's name. His name is Krinko. Aaron recognizes that name. He's like, oh yeah.
That's a good card.
It is a good card. Krinko is an unusually charismatic goblin who has recruited and basically organized a bunch of the disorganized smaller gangs into one, known simply as Krinko's Mob. A couple of days ago, there was a bombing within Foundry Street, and a warehouse was blown up. Now, we know that the warehouse was abandoned. There was no innocent life lost, but there was some less innocent life lost, as this abandoned warehouse was a storing station for a bunch of weapons and bombs that the Shatter Gang use in between drop-offs. We know that it was probably Krinko's gang that did this. And right now, he is a public enemy, maybe not number one, but he's definitely one of the big ones. And we need him alive, not dead.
Is there any way we can tell that they're part of like Krinko's kind of organization? You know how we have insignias. Like, is there like a gang mark?
I don't think so. You're just going to have to figure that part out on your own.
I don't want to go
They,
around.
they
killing
don't, they don't
innocent
exactly
goblins.
brandish signs that say, "Hey, Krinko hangs out here."
No. I mean, yeah, I just figured, maybe they had an insignia, but that's okay. I mean, how do you feel about possibly having to kill some goblins? I mean,
It's very important that you bring Krinko back alive.
well, that's what I can do. I'm just.
Also, you'll be paid for your services.
Oh, now we're talking.
Besides guild renown,
Now we're talking.
we will front you currently 10 Xeno each, which is 10 gold, for any expenses that you might need for this particular mission.
I'm speaking out of turn, but I think there's maybe at least one other person in the party who would really appreciate if you could just shine up those gold pieces an extra lot before you gave them to us. Not that it matters, but
They will be
Please.
very polished.
Is it 10 each? Just
10 each for any goods that you might need, and 100 each upon completion. Also, anything that you find along the way is yours to keep. This includes any sort of illegal contraband too. However, most explosive devices are illegal within the city limits of Ravnica.
kind of like fireworks are illegal in Columbus.
No, fireworks are cool.
those make the cut.
Let's make the cut, yeah.
Does this seem like something that you would be interested in?
That's a lot of chatter. I'm in.
Do you have an description of this Krinko so we may know what he looks like?
I do.
Alrighty.
Good question. Good question. I'm always thinking.
He
about
pulls
the money.
out it looks like a wanted poster, and you see this goblin with a long, almost beak-like nose, and he's wearing this makeshift, like, scrap iron crown, like he is the king of the goblins. He has in the painted wanted poster, it looks like he has very, very bright red eyes and very sharp teeth, even for a goblin, almost as if he's had them filed down into points. We know he's small too. He's smaller than your average goblin, but they just follow him. We don't understand how. We don't know if it's maybe some sort of magical influence that he has, or maybe he's just a really good speaker. We've never actually apprehended him. We don't know. We just know that he has caused a lot of destruction and a lot of death.
Do you have an area that we can start looking
Street.
for him? Okay.
His gang is known to roam around in Foundry Street, and that's where the bombing happened. I would say that would be your best place to start.
All right, perfect. What's going to happen to my garrison as I was the leader? I'd hate to leave my brothers.
I believe Wang has volunteered to take over your duties.
Wang is all right.
He seems capable.
He's
Good
very
soldier.
capable. He's a good Luxodon. I just I trained him up. I just hope that he's ready.
I think he's ready.
All right. If my garrison did get into any sort of trouble, would we be able to, our group, be able to go and help out the garrison if they do get into bigger scrap?
You're not bound to anything. Like I said, you take the job, you go do it at your own leisure. Some jobs have a deadline, some don't. We would like this to be taken care of as quickly as possible, but you're not bound by anything. You don't have to take orders from us. I know that that's weird. You're a military person, and you still have some military duties within your own guild, but we don't tell you what to do. We just say, this is the job. You can take it or not.
All right. I agree to take this job and help out the common folk, make Ravnica a better place overall for all guilds to get together.
I think Pig flutters over and puts out her tiny, tiny hand to Skriz and is like, it might be kind of fun.
Skriz is going to get that crown. And be the new Goblin King. They will bow before me.
All hail King Skriz! All hail King Skriz!
And I'm just like, oh, yes. Flex up a little bit. Sounds good.
Okay, we're in.
Okay. And you as well?
Correct.
Excellent.
Calm down.
Yeah, God, you're embarrassing us.
You talk too much.
Well,
I still want to know about that plate of meat. Don't think I forgot.
we shall alert the rest of the members that you have taken the job, and that's excellent. Welcome to the Order of the Guildpact.
Yay.
I think in the back of Skriznet's mind, he's wondering if he's going to disappoint or make Madame Madri mad that he's in captivity somewhat.
I mean, not really. You're not in a cage or anything, but I get it. It would be hard to know
Yeah.
how she would react.
So he's always going to have that in the back of his mind. And she's like his mentor.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, she's also terrifying, so that doesn't help.
It is a terrifying reward. So, you're free to go unless you have any other questions.
Is there a place that we can use this 10 gold to stock up on anything we may need?
You can buy about anything you want to buy in Ravnica.
All right. I wasn't sure
I
if there
suggest
was
starting on 10 Street. That's where most of the merchant shops are.
10th Street. Yeah, I'm familiar.
I know the way.
Well, lead the way, little man.
I'm going to take the flute out and use it as like a marching stick and just march down the street.
And I'm for sure gonna druid craft just little like leaves falling and flowers busting out, and we're very low key, and we definitely aren't drawing attention to ourselves.
Say we're gonna so die.
Okay, so where is it exactly that you're wanting to shop? Like, what kind of things are you trying to buy?
I'd say probably like potions, like healing potions or anything.
Potions are pretty expensive.
Yeah, that's true.
I have this is table talk for sure, but my druid is going to help out on some of that stuff. So
All right. Well, that's good.
Does anybody need anything for spells, as far as that stuff goes?
a stem of a plant with thorns and a pinch of dirt.
Okay.
You think I can come by those here?
I was gonna say.
You need a thorn?
I just need a stem of a plant that would have a thorn on it
Absolutely.
and a pinch of dirt.
You should be able to get those in the same place.
Skriznet has plenty of dirt on him for you.
Skriz is here, so I never have to worry about my spell components. He's always covered in sticks and dirt.
Sticks, dirt, anything like earwax.
Are things that
Like if I need a
they
diamond.
actually have like a substantial cost. to
Yeah,
them.
exactly. I was mostly being a shit about
No.
it.
I mean, it's good to think about it, but you're in like one of the main trade areas. You're going to be able to find all kinds of things.
I think all
Can
I
I
need is holy water.
Can I look for? Do we know where this place? I mean, I know we have the location of the place, but do we know how to get there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's within the sixth precinct.
Okay. I just want to make sure. We didn't get the name of the building
It didn't have a name.
that blew up.
Yeah, it didn't have a
Oh,
name.
just
It was
warehouse.
an abandoned
I'm sure we'll
warehouse.
find the charred remains of a warehouse.
No, that's not
building
it.
that looks
Keep
like
moving
that
Yeah,
on.
I'm
was
trying
on
to take
fire.
notes for the first time.
I feel like as we
My notes are very important.
march out the door,
I'm glad you
Drew a
guys
cool
are
picture
taking
of some
notes.
mushrooms.
I really am.
And a log.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
will.
need to
I
get
worked
more than
hard
just
naming
a
all the things that
piece of
have
paper.
names, okay?
We needed. I mean, we have to bring him back alive. That's the biggest thing.
Right.
So I think we all have rope.
They seem
Yeah.
very adamant about that.
So
I
rope.
like your
I have
traditional.
chain.
Rope.
Chain.
Ooh.
Okay. Do we need anything else? I mean, as far as that.
What
goes.
What are we thinking?
We're just thinking along the lines of things we may need.
Yeah, we're
'Cause
not
he has to-
we're not gonna do like the full on shopping
Yeah,
thing right
no,
now because
he-
you guys are just buying some just normal stuff.
Because I was gonna say,
Uh-huh.
I mean, we just need like ways to keep
you have
them
ammunition
alive.
for your weapons.
Yeah, I think we're good.
If there's anything else interesting you would need,
Spell slots. Can you buy spell slots?
Yeah, right. Hey, I'd like to be a better wizard. Can I buy that? Is that
Okay.
You can. You just.
That's
slip
why I
the
didn't
DM
play
50
Magic when
bucks
I was
and
a
you have
kid. The
unlimited
people
spells.
who
I mean,
had
you can
the
buy
best cards just
uh,
won.
Rings of Storing.
Way
It's kind of like spell slots.
Waits till he needs it. And he's like, oh shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Pig
He's
works
not-
the exact
Yeah,
same
he's
way.
not thinking about buying anything.
We gonna figure that shit out when
Yeah.
it comes up.
He'll get. Oh,
Okay.
probably should have had that.
So I think. I think we have everything supplies wise.
Probably, and we were getting rope, so
So
We have it. I mean, most. people-
15 steps outside the door of the hall of the chamber of the Guildpact. Skriznick's doing his little marching thing. He's like, and I'm lost.
I'm lost.
It's this way. We can just take the path. We'll get there soon. Well, I think we head to the 6th precinct. We got some time to get to know each other. We're gonna be a traveling group. We have 100 gold pieces on the line here. So, what's everybody's role? I mean, what are you good at?
Well, I'm an optimist, and I like to think that I'm really kind of a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
But then I look at my abilities, and that's not true. So, I kind of like to cause a little bit of a chaos from a distance. But I also like to get you prepped for battle. Like, you need a little bit of extra. You need to take off a little bit. I've got your extra speed. You need to be a little bit tougher. Maybe I've got your extra strength. And I might just waft it on the wind your way. But I try not to be in the center of things, what with being a tiny ethereal being.
Skriznick will find all the empty barrels.
Barrel Boy!
He will make sure he is
I'm
well
going to make
hidden.
Barrel Boy a thing.
Yeah. Well, okay. So you got very supportive. Indeed. We got
Oh,
you.
I'm going to hurt someone.
Oh, trust me.
Just in
I saw
case
what
you were
did.
wondering.
I saw what you did with the entangle. All those roots came up out of the ground. I mean, it was an amazing feat. We got him. He's kind of chaos, but he can also be our ticket in. I mean, he's a goblin. The guy you want to kill you can't kill the Goblin King. We'll take his crown. You can still get the crown. Oh hell, Lord Skiznet, yeah, all that stuff.
He don't want to be Lord, King.
Okay,
King.
Lord or
King.
peons below me.
I was chanting it.
I'll-
Come on.
if you get the crown, I'll even kneel to you.
You'll change your name to Neil?
Sure.
It's a sensible name.
Okay, so supportive, likes to kill shit. Wild card. Then we got you. You don't talk much, and I don't know if I'm gonna get anything out of you. But what will your role be in the group?
well, I can bend the truth a little bit.
Oh,
Pretty intimidating.
yes.
What do you
are.
mean? I've only had one eye on you since you walked into the room because you scare me. Every time I see you, you scare me. But I'm excited to have you.
I mean, what are you gonna offer? Are you a killer? Are you
You could say that.
okay?
He gives a toothy grin.
Have you ever killed for money?
Done a lot less. Done it for a lot less.
or for sport.
What's the cheapest kill you've ever done? Just for fun? Just to see if you were any good?
Just an order.
Okay. Well, okay, we got wild card killer possibly. And Rocky. Whew. What's your role in the group?
As I am the military personnel, I assume I'm going to be the leader of the group, keep us in line, and also I kick ass.
Yeah.
I love it. We got a bunch of ass kickers.
But don't get me wrong. I know how to work my way around the mind, too.
What do you mean by that?
Magic.
Could you convince the goblin to wash his hands?
I think I need a bit more power for that one.
Well, let me
Wow.
know when this power
That's a
comes.
level 4 conjuration, actually.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to wait till... I'm going to have to wait a while for that one.
On behalf of the group, it would be really nice.
Yeah, you see, there's such thing.
Grizz is perfect the
Yes.
way
Just
he
like
is,
that.
and he is
Do it.
going to be the Goblin King.
While they were talking, I was just chasing a fly that was flying around me. I didn't pay attention to one word they said.
Okay, so we got everybody's roles.
I had rolls for breakfast this morning with my gravy.
And then go back to chasing the fly.
Goblin King.
Okay, so you're the leader.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, we can be friends. I need friends.
What's your role?
You said you pay for your friends, so how much are you paying us to be your friend?
Huh. Well, you see, the way I look at it is, you guys kind of owe me right now. Just you.
Excuse
just
me?
You. Just you. Hang on. Whoa.
Excuse
You guys
me.
need
Sorry.
me. I'm a valuable asset. And let's just say, the higher up I get, the better off you guys are.
I feel like I need you to explain a little bit more.
I feel like I need you to explain less, and I love it.
For a guy who does a lot of talking, you sure don't say much.
Well, as a debt collector, you don't lie to people. You just collect your debt and go on. And you ramble on, get people distracted, and poof, you're pickpocketed. You could be 10 gold down right now, and you wouldn't even know.
Well, I guess I'll check the
I
pockets.
mean, I don't need you dropping your stuff again.
Yeah, that was
You're a
kind
little
of weird.
clumsy. You're a little clumsy.
I just started getting naked in the middle of the square.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that happened to me too. It was spring break 2016.
That's never happened to me before.
But no, I'm sent here to collect debts, and right now I'm just here for the money, and I'll be happy to share some. If you need some money, I'll give you some. I'm not greedy. Remember, I got a little extra dough from all the debt collecting I've been doing. So, like I said, we'll be friends. I mean, the only person I think you should worry about is no Talkie McTalk over there.
I think we'll be all right. He doesn't intimidate me.
Well, you're so big. I mean, how could you be intimidated by anything?
Well, there is one that intimidates me. You see the scar on my face. It happens.
It's hard to miss. Yes.
Don't worry. I'll be learning Fireball.
Shoot!
You'll have another scar on the other side.
So I'll take my glasses off my snout and start to clean them off and get all the dust and specks off them, get them back up on the snout. So what do you think? Let's head over to 10th Street and Front Street,
Yeah.
and do some investigations. See,
so
we can
if you're heading to
pull up-
10th Street, it would be to purchase things. Is there?
No, we're
things-
heading. He meant to say the other street.
Foundry
Yeah.
Street.
Found
Yeah,
Found
that's the
Street.
one.
Yeah.
If you are looking to get potions, a basic healing potion is going to cost you 50 gold.
So
Well,
we have that
fortunately,
between us.
I don't have 50 gold.
Yeah, I don't think
so.
we need 50 gold. We're
Okay. And there's no other basic equipment that you feel you need, right?
good. No.
Great.
I would have holy water and we would have rope, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Then we Gucci.
Got it.
As long as I got dirt and stick, I'm
you
good.
You found a rose planted in the thing on someone's windowsill. And
Guys.
As long as I got my staff and my fox, that's all I need.
you
There
just
we
took
go.
them. You're like,
Benji.
I need this. Thanks.
I devote all my attention to Benji for the rest of the session. Please don't talk to me.
You have some of you have never been within the 6th precinct. The 6th precinct itself is home to several different things. There is no one area within the 10th district, which is the encompassment of all of it. But the 6th precinct itself is. There are Orzhov warehouses. There are Rakdos foundries. And there are guildless. There's a small fortress that the Boros run here to help, patrol the streets when necessary. And one of the main entrances into the Undercity is known to the Golgari here, called the Underbridge. It basically is like this big gaping chasm that is not actually really a bridge at all. And that will lead you deep into the heart of the Undercity. Occasionally, stray creatures from the murky depths below will wander up to the surface, but typically the Boros come to help stop that. Or the Golgari swarm herd their experiments back into the depths. You arrive at Foundry Street.
Give it to him to eat.
The area that you have been given the lead on is an area known as the Smelting Quarter. The Smelting Quarter is basically the heart of manufacturing within the 10th District. So I need to go to my counter thing here. I actually have notes. There we go. Much like you predicted earlier, a light powder of rain drops down upon your heads as you arrive within the Smelting Quarter. You make your way into the sweltering heat of the area around it. It seems to be business as usual to those of you who have been here before. Foundry Street has many forges in layers, almost stacked up like pyramids, with a constant flow of molten metals draining into various final locations. The rain causes steam to erupt when it makes contact with the molten metals and the hot anvils, giving off the impression of the maw of a giant dragon about to breathe fire. Bless you. There are some small businesses.
Sneeze I've ever heard in my whole fucking life. I'm sorry. What? I've known this man for years. I've never heard anything like that.
You're gonna make me blush.
Don't look at me.
I'm so sorry.
Don't look at me right now.
I've never been able to keep my mouth shut, and now is not the time to learn how.
There are some small businesses and guild members from several guilds wandering about, sneering at the Boros officers that are patrolling the streets. The street wraps and winds and narrows in parts before branching out into a plethora of huts, forges, and blacksmith shops. Some shops are not actually shops at all, but more like half corral fences where they just beat on anvils, they forge armor, they form weapons. Some of them are forging pipes and steel things that are obviously used for plumbing and different pieces of industrial use. The anvils clang here constantly. There is never any reprieve from it, day and night. The people who are from this area know that they hear the anvils all day, all night, constantly banging. It's a little loud. Not so loud that it's too much, but if you're not from here, it's a little bit like being around a train going by and you're not used to the train going by all the time. It doesn't take you long to see the location that you were given intel on. There's the scorched remains of a small warehouse that sits in a very small alleyway. There are searing marks on the pavement and cobble that seem to be recent. Now, there are several people wandering around, blacksmiths doing their thing, and there are some goblins that just seem to be working in the area. So I'll let you explore.
What do you know about the Goblin game?
Who is the Goblin King?
There's 100 gold on the line.
Scrizzanari Frey.
Man, look at that warehouse. Wonder what happened to it.
How loud do you say this?
Out loud.
Very loud.
Yeah, I'm going to say it loud enough where the group hears me. I'm like,
Okay.
yeah.
To make
I
my
gotta-
first roll of the night. It's been a lot of talky today, but I promise. It's
I don't think so. Yeah.
It's been a lot of talky tonight.
Roll
No, he was
one.
going to, but he put the dice.
Yeah,
he's
he
like,
was about to.
I promise it'll
back
pay
up.
off.
This is the first roll.
You know how the first couple sessions go. It's all a lot of introduction and talky. So don't worry, it'll pay off.
Walkie talkie.
Okay, I got my roll. Okay, go.
It's too expensive.
go
I
on.
can't buy it.
Carry on.
Well, I think that's the building that blew it up that we're checking out.
Okay.
Great. So Pig has a fly speed. Shocking, I know, as a fairy. So I think I kind of just want to see if I can get like a survey of the area. Like we can see the the pointed out burned down building. We can see people at work. But do I see any like goblins that look like they're of authority around?
Make a perception check.
I would love to.
First roll of the night.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock down my little towers here.
Didn't happen.
Ooh. Okay, was that perception? Is that what you told me?
Yep.
Perception, yes.
Perception. We got an 18 on the die. So that is a 20. Dirty.
Nope.
Wait, hang on. Hang on. Perception. Plus 3, 21.
21. Okay. So you definitely see goblins in the area. Some of them hold no insignias. They all look kind of dirty and grimy. It seems to be the one common theme about most goblins. There are, you see, one pair seems to stand out more than the others, but I wouldn't say authoritative, but it's because they're banging these huge hammers that are almost twice the length of them. They have these big, muscly arms that almost look like Popeye-style forearms, and they are just beating on these different various pieces of metal back and forth in unison, and they're kind of singing a song that you can kind of hear over top of all the beating and clanging.
So
and they're
good.
and they're good.
They're good.
They're very good.
Like they sound great.
They sound great. You're not sure if it's the reverberation of all the other anvils that drown out any imperfections in what they are singing, but they are very good. And they're singing in Goblin, and you're not sure what the words are unless you speak Goblin.
Speak Goblin.
You also
I
speak
don't
Goblin.
speak Goblin.
So for those of you who speak Goblin, the song is about smashing a hammer on things and how happy it makes you feel.
It's called Mbop.
Top 20 goblin hits.
Now that's what I call Goblin music.
This pair, like I said, they don't really seem to be authoritative, but they definitely seem to be the most interesting of the lot.
Okay, well, I'm for sure gonna fly over to the most interesting of the lot, and I think I'm just gonna try to like sing along with whatever song they're
Okay.
singing. Like I for sure don't know the word. It's kind of like when you like your favorite song that has some of a
And
different
you're not
language on the
you
radio.
don't speak Goblin?
Absolutely not.
Make a performance check
Oh.
at disadvantage.
Good thing I took charisma as a dump stat.
While she's rolling, can I like go off in like a
Yeah.
darker area?
I was hoping to be a distraction, so thank
Yeah,
you so
I was gonna
much.
say, I'm gonna go over into a darker area and actually
Where's my shit?
kind of sit there and
Plus 0.
snap my one finger and crack it, and I'm going to shapeshift into a goblin.
Okay. Describe your Goblin form.
It's going to look exactly like the goblins that are working here in the mines. Hopefully try to get in and talk with them and use Skriz as my interpreter.
You got it.
Well, while he is doing that, I rolled an 18 on the die again. So I think I'm doing a pretty great job.
It's a
I want to be
disadvantage.
like harmonizing too. Like I want to. They've got like the melody going back and forth. So I want to kind of do a like grandma.
again.
What'd you say?
It's a disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Fuck. You don't want to let me continue to tell my cool story?
I was really liking the story, but yeah,
I was excited about it.
It is a disadvantage.
I don't want to tell you.
Well, that's a 9 now.
So you come
Out
in
of
like
harmony.
full of complete and total energy, and your performance is pretty good because it's not a complicated song. You clearly like Goblin clearly is not a language that you
No,
speak.
not close.
So you kind of don't do well with some of the words and the enunciations of some of the words, but you kind of come in really strong on that second verse. And the other goblins see you kind of flittering around, and it's pretty hot, and you're kind of getting a little sweaty. But they kind of look over at you, and they don't even like stop what they're doing. They just continue in unison to keep beating and singing, and they seem to welcome you into the song.
Perfect. And I would like to make I'm gonna go off of my 9 as like it's not the worst performance on earth, but I think it's like stellar. I'm like winning a Grammy for this performance. So I'm hoping that it's so like obnoxious that I'm at least causing a little bit of a scene.
You definitely stand out.
Yeah.
Fairies are not common in this part.
Skriznit's over there clapping like along with the beat.
There's my boy.
That is terrible.
What am I even?
I don't say it out loud. I'm like,
What am I even saying right now? Do you know? I don't.
You don't want to know.
I know, but I love the bridge. Here we go.
Here's the breakdown.
Watch the breakdown.
So, you are over there causing a little bit of distraction while your stealthier members of the group. Where are you at during all this, Rocky?
Me, I'm probably catching notice of the guy singing and me speaking Goblin as well. I'm probably kind of walking over that way as well, a little bit more behind Pig, and like kind of repeating the lyrics in common and kind of singing, humming it out loud a little bit, and walking up to them.
Okay. So, what about you, Lizica?
How close is this? Like, how close are they to the warehouse?
They're across the street. It's not directly like across. It's a little catty corner, but
Are there like any alleyways?
there's lots of alleyways here. There's lots of little tiny buildings.
I've already spotted them all out. Look for empty barrels.
There's lots of
Look for empty barrels.
lots
Yeah.
of little tiny alleyways. Here.
I just want to go into the alleyway between the burnt warehouse and the normal, and just somewhere else, somewhere real close to the burnt warehouse, but not like far away. Pretty much.
Okay.
So I'm not really doing much yet.
All right. So, you and your goblin form, do you come out of the alleyway?
Yeah, I'll come out of the alleyway with the mace on my shoulder, kind of walking over, ready to start hammering stuff, looking like I'm a part of the group.
Okay.
And I'll just kind of join in and not really singing, just doing the hammering, but like mouthing the words, kind of like if you were faking the whole time at band camp. Like,
Oh
Watermelon,
my god,
watermelon.
a real life story. I got kicked out of the band in middle school because I got
God.
caught playing. I wasn't actually playing my flute. It's a trill. It's like the pinky finger on the end. And I wasn't paying attention and got after it on the trill, and they stopped the whole practice and called me out. I didn't show up after that. Sorry, that was a real life connection.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna just like mouth the words, like
Make a performance check at disadvantage because you are not a natural goblin. Do you speak goblin?
but I do I speak Goblin? I do not.
Okay.
But like I said, I'm just mouthing.
I know. You're still trying to.
Alright.
You're trying to make a performance.
I do have a plus 5. Okay, that's 17 plus 5, 22. 22.
Okay, that's pretty good for being at
Yeah,
disadvantage.
wait.
Yeah, really.
I was a 19 and a 17.
So you
Oh,
you
hell
come
yeah,
right
good for
in
you.
and you blend right in. It doesn't. It seems like you have always
Yeah.
been a part of it.
Yeah, so I'll sit there and kind of be hammering, like with my scoffbog, just beating down on this thing.
As you are doing this, you see one of the goblins, because while your singing is good, your hammering is out of rhythm with what they're doing. It's very sculpted in what they do. It's not really a performance. It's more of a technique, and you have not been trained in this technique. So you're hammering out of rhythm. They stop. They sit their hammers down, and they both look at you. And the more ripply, burly one of the two with a big, long beard that goes... It's almost like a dwarf's beard. It goes down to way past his navel. He's not wearing a shirt, and all you see is just veins and pecs. The goblin looks like he could rip you in half. He's like the Brock Lesnar of goblins. Okay? Just stacked.
Hey, who are you?
I won't say anything. I'll just keep hammering like he's not talking to me.
Can we help you, friend?
Just keeps hammering.
How close am I to us? Do I hear?
You're there.
Yeah, you're,
So I can hear-
all guys are there.
So I want to run up and be like, "You stupid ass!" And I slap him right in the face with my God.
He's an apprentice, and he is a terrible one at that.
And I just grab him by the ear and start dragging him away.
This guy's with you?
He's he's my brother's son, and he's slow, like slow. So, yeah.
Has he been hitting the head a few too many times? I mean, that happens. He clearly ain't good at hammering.
His mama used to hit him with that mace.
Now that's just terrible. Now I just feel bad.
Pig tries to get back into the song now that we're
So
doing it.
carry on, and your tune was really nice. And
Just make sure we don't want him to get hurt. He's been hurt enough.
he eats a lot of paint chips too. Even though they're mighty tasty, he ate too many.
So, you're not from around here. Where do you come from?
Over there.
What brings you here into the foundry? I mean, you look like a goblin who came here with a purpose. You look like an important goblin. I really like your hat.
The meat sweats. It's hot here.
Yeah, it is. That's why I ain't wearing a shirt.
I have to wear a shirt.
I mean, no shame in that. We're all goblins here.
I have big nipples.
Hey. There's no shame in that.
And I have no hair.
Most of us ain't got hair, kid.
Pig's just gonna jump back in and go a 5, 6, 7, 8 and get back to this.
So anyway,
And I grab my hand and walk away.
I take them back to the song while you try to pull him away.
Do they still try to question me as I walk away?
No, but they do take curiosity in Rocky.
What's up, friend? You seem to be awfully curious about what we're doing here. We're just working.
Are they speaking in Goblin or Common?
Common.
Common. So I'll respond back in Goblin. Yeah, I'm just checking out the area. Heard there was a bit of a disturbance here lately, and, well, it just seems interesting.
One of them responds back, the big one, in Goblin.
Yep. This nonsense with all these goblin gangs is going to get us all killed.
Yeah, that's what I hear. There's some sort of new gang coming up.
Krinko, Krinko, he comes in and he's like, oh, hey, you should come work for me. I'm a great guy. And I'm like, you look like you got a stupid hat on your head.
Yeah.
It ain't cool like that guy's hat. And he points at Skriz.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think everybody knows that I wear an aviator bomber hat.
You do, though.
Yes.
It's pretty sweet.
So
I saw a picture.
Yeah. It's on your mini and everything.
Yes.
So,
I didn't know.
That's beautiful.
So, he comes in and he's like, oh, hey, you should come work for me. But you know what? I like beating metal.
Yeah,
It's what I'm good at.
Nothing wrong with that. I like.
My dad was a metal beater. My granddaddy was a metal beater. If I ever have any kids, I'll probably eat them. But if one of them survives, he'll get to be a metal beater too.
He's gonna survive after you eat him.
Well,
Like you're
I
gonna
mean, we don't
poop
eat
him
all
out?
of them. We only eat the ones that are weak and slow and, that can't outrun us.
Yeah, that makes.
You've never
sense.
been in the Goblin War in Zavia. It's a sight.
Yeah, I'm learning a lot about goblins here today.
Oh, we're a colorful folk.
Yes, that is true.
as I'm walking away and I hear him like,
Skriznit likes beating it too.
That's good, kid.
This is skinful.
So, yeah, well, what do you want to know about them?
Do you know exact where they're located, or?
Well, I mean, their base of operations is a secret, but I do know that they come around all the time recruiting my kind.
Is there normally a certain kind of day they come around?
Every
or
day.
time?
All the time.
All the time. Do you see any of them right now? Is there a way to spot these people? Do they have some kind of red sash on?
I mean, a goblin's a goblin, and they don't believe in insignias like you guild folk, but, I'm sure they may even come up and trying to recruit your friend there. He does have a pretty great hat.
Yes, he does.
I am a catch. So where would I stand exactly to get recruited by the? Do I have to do a little dance or, flash a little nip?
No, they just prefer goblins, and you're new around here, so,
As you're having this conversation,
Do they take half-witted goblins?
Absolutely. The ones that ask the least amount of questions are the best ones, I hear.
Yeah, guy.
Okay, as long as they pay in crayons, this guy's in.
So while you're having this conversation with them, you see a goblin who comes up from behind the foundry, like out of this little alleyway. And he looks over, and he looks over at Rocky, and he sees a Boros guy. And then he sees a goblin. He sees you guys talking. And he's kind of putting two and two together that you guys are not from around here. And you look tough. So you see him, he looks. He has that, oh, poop moment. It's very obvious. He's not trying to hide it.
Oh, we all know. Okay.
Okay.
So we definitely
And
see
he
that.
bolts back around the
I
alley.
want to run after him.
Yeah, I follow. Fly.
Can I chuck a javelin at him right away? Like, try and
you
hit him in
can,
the
but he
leg?
didn't come quite all the way out. He kind of poked his head, seen what was going on, and was like, "Oh no!" And he immediately bolts.
So,
Follow that guy.
how far away was he when he did that? And did I
He
notice?
is probably you definitely saw him.
So how far away was he?
He came out from behind the foundry where you were talking, so he was probably maybe 15 feet from where you were standing.
So could I cast command on
You
him?
wouldn't have time to cast it.
Okay. I'm just
Like I
curious.
said, he kind of pops in and goes, "Oh shit!" and he runs. He immediately runs. This happens within the span of about a second,
Yeah.
maybe two. But it's
All right.
very obvious.
So I'm going to start hauling ass and booking after him.
All right.
And,
It just sounds like Scooby-Doo.
yep, I'm going to start hauling ass at
All
him.
right. Who all is chasing this goblin?
Yep.
I'm going.
All right. Everyone's chasing.
Yeah, I'm gonna chase him and be like,
I'm a goblin. Here I am.
Take me.
You need me.
So
You got crayons.
You guys go running down this narrow
crayons?
alleyway. It's wide enough for you to go basically in a single file line. It's behind several of these makeshift buildings. You go running. It winds around in different directions. There's fences that go up high. There's businesses that clearly work in metals. It's definitely an industrial area. You get to a spot where the alleyway dead ends. There's no visible entryway into the building that the alleyway dead ends into. There's a couple of businesses on the other sides, and you see a lone Loxodon sitting there on his lunchtime. It looks like he's eating some type of a vegetarian sandwich. He kind of looks curiously down at you guys and just goes about eating his lunch.
you say a Loxodon?
A Loxodon.
And we don't see the
Oh,
goblin.
for the people who don't know what a Loxodon is, they are large, roughly between 7 and 8 foot tall elephant humanoid creatures. Yeah, that's a Loxodon.
So as I run by and he's eating his sandwich, I stop and be like, ugh, what is that? And I lift up a piece of bread and just keep running.
It's rude to touch someone's food.
And as I walk by, I'll go, he didn't wipe.
Oh, so uncivilized.
I'll stop. Thank you. And then I'll go again.
He just
But I never wipe and I don't use my hands.
he just goes back to eating his sandwich. He kind of takes the little piece of lettuce that he pulls it off and kind of just tosses it on the ground.
So
That's
you
where it
just,
belongs, on the ground.
you say this is a dead end?
Yeah, there's nowhere to go except for into one of the buildings, and the Loxodon is clearly in one of the entranceways. There's no other ways to go into any of the other buildings. There's no windows or anything.
So do we still see him?
The Loxodon?
No, the goblin.
Nope.
No, he's gone.
So we don't know which way he went.
He definitely came this way, but you're not sure where he went. No.
No.
Can I look up, like you said it's in an alleyway, can I look up on the walls of the alley to see if he's like trying to climb up?
Sure. Make a perception check.
That is a 15.
It does not look like anything is scaling the walls.
I'm gonna walk back to the Loxodon,
Yeah, I was about to say,
and
might
I'm
as
just
well
gonna
ask
be
him.
like,
Scrizznet apologizing for touching your sandwich. Did you see a little goblin, not as good looking as me, come running down this alleyway?
Yeah, he went into that manhole cover over there.
Wouldn't it be a goblin hole if he went in it?
I think they were designed by men.
Tomato, tomato. Okay, thank you.
and then I go over to the manhole cover, and I just stand over and I point everybody over to it.
So down at the far end, basically in front of this building, there's a sewer entrance. There's a manhole cover there, and it doesn't look like it's all the way settled into place, almost as if someone has recently moved it.
All right. I'll pick up manhole cover and chuck it aside.
Okay. Make a strength check. I'm going to give you advantage on this.
Yeah, you are.
You don't want me
Because
doing it.
you're pretty strong and moving stuff is kind of your thing.
13?
Yeah, no problem. It's not that heavy.
That would suck if the goblin had to come over and move it for you.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
So you
Shouldn't eat that
basically
popcorn.
pick the manhole cover up and you chuck it over to the side, and you hear what sounds like sloshing through the water below, like someone running through water. You can't see unless you have dark vision. Do you have dark vision?
That is a great question.
I have not played a
don't
character.
believe I do, but I'll have to check my sheets.
It's very dark down here.
I have dark vision.
Okay. There's a ladder that will take you down, but you're not sure.
I do have
The
dancing
sound
lights.
is running away from the hole.
Can I So we haven't all gotten the hole yet though, right?
No one's gone in the hole. You guys are still kind of looking at the hole.
Well, I kind of want to jump in.
Okay.
Everybody's hesitating because it's dark.
It's about a 10-foot drop to jump straight down.
Okay. Is there a ladder?
There is a ladder, yeah.
I will try and scale the ladder quickly.
Okay. Now, you're able to kind of survey the area, and it looks like a river of green, mucky water, just from the little bit of light that's coming from the manhole cover. And it streams out into like this L shape and goes off to the right. And at the end of the one, basically the main chamber, there are platforms on each side where you can keep your feet dry. It looks like there's a big, large, double paneled door there.
Okay. Do I still hear running?
Nope.
Okay.
Did you cast the dancing lights or no?
I'll go ahead and cast dancing lights when I'm down there, so
Okay.
everybody else can see when they come
Sure.
down.
So it illuminates the area, and I'm gonna go get my map.
Hey.
I'd say once the lights pop off, then Rocky's gonna jump down and try not to use the ladder. Just like make like a hot dog and try and slide down through.
This is concentration, so if I get hit and I lose it, you guys can't see.
Well, you just gotta
That's
make
okay.
it.
You
You
just
just gotta
let us know
succeed
where
your
it is
con
right
save.
away.
You got good con, right?
Uh-huh. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, +1.
That's pretty.
Hey.
I'm gonna work on it later
Better than a
because my wizard
0.
definitely needs some constitution.
It's fine.
Bear with me
You're gonna be just fine.
while I set this up.
So
3 little chunks, so it won't take that long.
we know that so far. What do we know that we've seen? Just that you've just gotten down there and there's a path to walk. Right?
I don't hear him. I don't hear him anymore. And there's a double door basically.
And it's dark.
and it's
dark.
It's dark.
Wow.
Not anymore. It's cast lights.
It was
It's
dark.
very light
And
now.
it's super dark down here in the dark, where the darkness.
Yeah, tell us more about the dark.
So we come from this way or this way?
So you guys, the ladder's going to be here. It's not going to stand up properly, but
Of course.
this is just to kind of show you where the ladder is.
Ooh, he's got water sewer panels too. Look at that.
So professional. These tiles were presented by Warlock. We're not sponsored yet.
These weren't. The tile tiles were.
They.
Isn't it amazing what a little bit of stuff can do?
I
It
was gonna
is.
say it was provided by your imagination. Until somebody sends us a check, and then we'll tell you who these guys are.
Yeah,
we love Warlock
Imagination.
We love Warlock tiles around here.
Imagination.
All right.
What, wait, how they do that? Yeah.
Imagination.
SpongeBob
We'll have,
moment.
we'll have put it in post.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, the graphics guys will do
Yeah,
that.
the graphics guys.
Yeah, we got a guy for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we get a gay.
we got a
I have
guy.
so much work to do now.
Yeah, you're the guy. I hope you know that.
You're
We have very high expectations. It's a quick turnaround. You're gonna be busy.
Here comes the boy.
I was like, what are you bringing out?
It's a rocket launcher.
I miss you. We haven't seen you in so
My wizard
long.
just happens to have a rocket launcher.
All right. So,
As you do.
who came down the ladder first?
Me.
You did first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll let you kind of place yourself where you want to be.
Probably just maybe like right up here.
Okay. And who came down next?
Rocky was next.
Rocky,
coming down.
where do you want to be in this?
Benji's on my shoulders, right next to me.
I'll probably be. So how are the dancing lights split out? Are they just around you? Or are
So
they
I can make up to 4, so I can kind of do corners.
Okay. And what's the
1,
radius
2,
of the
3,
light?
4.
3 foot?
I think it's like
Or is it like 15 foot?
10-foot radius.
For each one, right?
It's 10 foot. Yeah, it's dim light, so I can put them like in the middle here.
Okay. It's going to light up a little bit, so,
So
you're
it's-
able to
it's
at
not
least
like
kinda see where
crazy.
you're walking, but it's not going to be like bright light down.
Yeah, so it's not gonna be
Okay.
super easy to see.
I'll probably once I get down there and it gets illuminated, I'll probably go past him a little bit,
Okay, how far do you want to go?
maybe like 10 feet past
You
him.
got it. Okay. Elvin? Or, let's see, you're there. We'll do you next. Where do you want to be at, Pigwood?
I think Pig flew down, and then I'll move myself on the same side and just fill in.
Somewhere over here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you have dark vision?
It's gonna be your new favorite
I don't
song.
believe so.
You gotta watch the whole video.
Elvin?
I'll come down after.
It's so good.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just kind of
Back
be.
here in the back? Skriznet, where do you want to be?
Yeah.
When I come down, I want to like splash in the water.
Okay, you got it.
I'm like, and then I take the water and I'm just like dab it like it's cologne around my neck. I'm like, yes, that's nice. It's
Yeah, that smells so nice.
You gain 4 hit points.
Is he completely, is
I
he
was gonna say,
completely
I'll try
submerged?
to
Skriznet gets his bath this month. It's
to-
really good. So.
to kind of make it more seem like a goblin. I mean, goblins are normally pretty dirty. I'm actually going to try to do the same thing. I'm trying to basically mock what the goblin does. I'm splat.
Rub a dub dub,
You'll be
scriz in
like
the
a little-
I'm just
tub.
kind of dipping my hand, getting dirty.
So he'll be up a bit further, and you'll be behind him, kind of following suit.
So now everybody at home can see what's going on here. I think this needs to go this way a little bit. Yep, we're
Yeah.
good. Right there's fine. Okay. There we go. That's perfect. That's great. Okay.
there's an earthquake.
It'll be fine.
It's part of it.
Okay.
It's all part of the experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's like those rides at
it's
Disney
like- it's
where
like
they move your
Epcot,
chair.
you know?
Yeah, exactly.
you get the full experience
Makes
and you
you-
get to vomit. It's great.
Makes you feel like
And you get to
climbing down
vomit,
the
it's
ladder
great.
into the-
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Falling down the ladder.
what do you want to do?
Hey guys, there's a door.
Can I see if there's any like footprints that he's leaving? If we heard splashing and then no splashing, to see if there's any like water footprints or anything.
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
Can I help him?
Yes, you can assist.
You can have advantage.
Okay. And you said it's investigation.
Yeah, wisdom.
Okay.
Hey.
natural 20. Is that good?
So you see that there's a before he was splashing, something jumped down here into the muck, and you see wet footprints come across this way and lead into that door.
All right. He went this way. Follow me. Be at the ready. Let's try not to kill him if we can, so we can question him.
Sounds good to me. I can try and charm him if he comes back out.
All right, and I'm gonna start hauling ass towards the door.
Okay. You want to get completely up to the door?
Probably like as a group.
Sure. Are you guys staying with him or staying back?
Yeah, I can't see.
I'm
We have dancing
kind
lights
of
up.
trying to twirl the skull fog around, just kind of getting it used to feeling the weight, getting it distributed right,
Yeah.
It feels just like my old mace, but it feels good. It
Did you
feels
say we see this goblin?
No, we see his footprints
Okay, gotcha.
leading to the door.
it
I'll be
feels-
about 20 feet behind,
yeah, it feels
wherever,
good.
following.
Okay. So you want to get to about here?
That's
I
cool.
will. I'll kind of run like
20,
right next
30.
to him. I'll be actually right next to Rocky. Like,
Here?
yeah, we're gonna. If we go in the door, it's pretty much like breach and clear.
I'm going behind him, but as on the way, I'm just like skipping through the water, like splashing it up in the air. Yes.
Shut the hell
Elizabeth
About somewhere over there, yeah.
and,
Same right next to me.
and then Pigwin, whereabouts do you want to be?
Pig goes, ha ha ha, this is not funny. I can't see anything. And I just fly forward to the closest person. There we go. Oh my God, Benji, I was worried.
Okay.
Thank God
So-
you're here.
Don't worry, he's from the underground.
Ruh-roh, Shaggy.
What's up?
You're here. What do you want to do?
I would like to puff my chest a little bit, lean back,
Yep.
and Spartan kick the door.
Okay.
Knock, knock, motherfucker.
This.
Now,
Just
do you want
bad
to observe the
words.
area before you do this? Would you like a little bit of context? Because you're actually going to love this. I actually think you will.
As we're walking over here, I'm gonna.
So you're kind of puffing
gonna-
your chest up. You see a very crudely drawn sign made out of scrap paper that has an arrow pointing to the door. It's posted on the other side. And the door says... The little sign says... Hold on, let me find this in my thing here. Nope. Nope. I want to make sure that I get it right. Because it's really funny. It says, absolutely nothing in here. Keep out. No secrets at all. That's what the sign says.
I highly doubt that.
Good thing we're not looking for secrets. We're looking for arms.
I guess no one's home, guys. There's nothing of interest here.
Now, with that being said, do you want to continue to kick the door?
Damn right I do.
You got it. So, you get up next to the door.
How you doing?
You kick your little minotaur hoof into it. And you're stuck to the door. Roll for initiative.
Hey, sticky.
Ooh, it's a mimic.
A mimic door.
The door, as you kick it, while we're going through the initiation, it morphs. You see the set of teeth come out the front of it. Its long tongue wraps around your foot, and you are stuck to it. You have been grappled.
Awesome.
So you're kind of sitting there with like one foot into the door, like ah.
You know, I was thinking about casting a fire spell on the door. I don't know why. I guess that would have been.
Oh, come on! No one likes mimics.
I love mimics. I really want to fight one. I'm getting my wish.
Excited they got
They're like, yes, a mimic. Oh, that's so great.
a mimic fighting a changeling.
Oh.
We're gonna get
Who's
some
the better shapeshifter?
We will find out tonight.
Roll for
Does
shapeshifter.
that mean he got eaten by the goblin?
Well, I got a
Wait,
special.
other way around.
Single digits, baby.
I got single digit too. It's okay.
So you have to be within melee spellcasting modifier plus proficiency bonus.
It's all right. Let the people know what we're figuring out. This happens at home for their games too.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, I'm trying to figure out.
So you'll have a attack spell type bonus, so plus 4.
Okay.
But you have to be within melee.
Guys, did you know that there are like a million things that are a creature rating of a quarter?
1 million.
1 million, approximately.
What is the
Wow.
coolest
How'd you
one?
find that stat out?
The coolest one, I found it out by Shut Up, and
I was gonna say I was
It's
looking for the
for-
D&D Beyond.
there's a lot.
What was your roll? What'd you get?
17.
17 for Pigwin.
A giant fire beetle sounds
Okay.
kind of cool.
What you got?
6.
A 6.
It's okay. I knew that great either.
I'm smushing.
For Rocky, what you got?
It's an 8.
An 8. Solid.
Wow. And I thought I was going to be the last one to go.
Skriz, what'd you get?
18.
18.
I'm about the middle. It's fine.
On initiative.
You always want the bard to go
And
first.
what you got, Lizica?
9.
Bards and clerics
9
go
for
first.
Lizica. All right.
Most
I
of
have to
us
do one
single
more
digits.
thing here.
Yeah, really.
Except for
That is-
Skriz.
Yes. Beautiful.
More than half.
Pull my little sheet out here. Okay, so that is going to be a not good.
Do you think I can put a mimic to sleep?
We don't find out.
We're about to find out, huh?
Yeah, really.
we
Maybe.
can.
Oh wow! Is
I don't
it
know if
that
I wanna-
low? Wow. Okay. Cool.
Waste a spell slot on that.
All right,
Probably
so,
not.
and we're gonna go. And he's got. Yep. All right. Cool. Excellent.
Ready?
Let's go. Top of the order is Skriz.
So Skriz like screams out,
I'll save you, buddy.
and I run up with my rapier, and I want to stab at the door.
Okay.
Just take a hack at it. Stab.
With
hack.
your rapier, correct?
Yes.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Yes.
Yes.
So So you have up here. I'm assuming you want to get like maybe on this side.
Yeah, I just charged you out.
Yep,
Yeah.
you got it.
So, does a 7 hit?
A 7 does not hit, and your weapon is stuck to the door.
I didn't like that rusty thing anyway.
Bonus action.
To pull the weapon free, it'll take basically a strength check next turn to pull it away.
Okay. As a bonus action, I will give Rocky Bardic Inspiration.
You got it.
Sedgy 6.
You have the bardic inspiration.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm double checking with him. Got to use to my other board with.
All right. If you don't have anything else to do, Pigwin, you're up.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Special
Pigwin
dice that you can have
is
for your bonus.
going to. Well,
Do what?
we can still
should
see,
get
right? There's still
special
concentration
dice
on
you
that
hand
spell.
out. That's your
Okay,
bardic
cool.
inspiration dice.
So
Unless you dropped it for some reason.
Nope.
Okay.
No reason to have.
So Pigwin is going to, she like wraps her wings in around herself real quick, and you just see like spores start popping up all over her body, like onto her wings. It adds like this like fungal almost like drip to the back of her wings as the spores spread out. The wings get like translucent and veiny almost, and all you can see is the spores. And she enters her symbiotic entity. So that's my whole action. But
I don't even know what that is, but
Ooh.
it sounds super cool.
It's-
okay,
So good.
hi guys. I'm a Circle of Spores druid. So symbiotic entity, I'm just going to read the whole thing. You can use wild shape to awaken the spores that infuse you to gain +8 temp HP. Roll double damage dice for your Halo of Spores damage, which is a reaction, and deal 1d6 additional necrotic damage when you hit with a melee weapon attack.
Okay.
These all last for 10 minutes, yada, yada, yada.
Very cool.
She goes from being cute to maybe not so cute anymore.
It's like a cute gross.
Yeah, like a cute gross.
This is
like
I feel like this is kind of terrifying, actually.
Yeah.
So
it's like you want to watch it happen because it's still like, let's be honest, pig's hot and it's attractive regardless. But but she does look fucking disgusting right now. It's just fully covered with like Golgari swarm through and through. She's never looked more and more like she fits in there.
it suddenly makes sense.
Yeah. A lot of this stuff will
That's
eventually.
very cool. I've never got to play with a circle. Of
I
spores
know,
druid,
it's cool
so
as shit. I'm excited.
That sounded super cool.
So that's my action. And I'm just gonna use my movement to come just up in front of these guys, but I'm not going all the way. I want to get myself.
How are you moving? Are you flying or are you walking?
I think we fly mostly
How high? Are you
exclusively. So I'm just gonna go like.
flying? Now the ceiling in here is about a cap of about 10 foot.
Yeah. So how about I'll go up as high as I can, and then just use the rest of my. So probably like 10 and 20 maybe if my flight speed's 30. Does that make sense to you?
And go ahead and just park yourself where you want to go.
So I'll just move myself forward.
Do you land or stay hovering?
No, I'm up here.
Okay, so you're what, about maybe 8 foot?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
We have toys.
You hit something clear. It knocks you back.
Oh,
Continue to walk into this thing.
Sorry.
no way. What are you?
How did I miss that?
You didn't go that way.
Yeah, exactly. It's clear.
What do we have? A gelatinous cube or?
Down from the top.
Oh. I don't know what that is.
We're in I know what that
You don't
is.
really know what it is. That's fine.
I have a,
So are you trying to force your way through this area? Because you kind of like smack into something clear.
I mean, I don't think I was ever planning on having to move through something, and she's a very tiny thing. So I think I probably bounce off and go back to like try to.
Okay. So
I don't try to like move
Right
into
there.
it.
There you go.
I would, but I can definitely stay near
So
it.
something definitely stops your movement.
Okay.
It kind of makes when you make an impact to it, it's very squishy, and you feel like you could go through it, but you feel like you probably shouldn't go through it.
Well, that's fun.
I'm bringing out some of the classics tonight.
A mimic. Yes. I love it.
That's everything I got.
Like 2 of my favorites right there.
There you go. I didn't know that, but here we go. Yeah, these are some of the classics.
Nobody's
Yeah.
taking damage yet, right?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Cool. Then that's my turn.
Mind Flayer's number 3.
Okay. Next up is the Mimic.
Oh no.
The Mimic who has our friend wrapped up.
Two friends wrapped.
Well, not really.
No,
He
he's
just
just
got his
got-
rapier.
No, he's just holding his sword.
You can let go of the sword whenever you want,
So
unless you want it.
you are grappled.
Mm-hmm.
He gets advantage on you.
Mm-hmm.
How does a 16 feel?
Feels like that just hits.
Okay. You are going to take 5 points of piercing damage. And really? Okay.
I don't like the sound of that.
And an additional 1 point of acid damage as this thing bites into you. That's its turn. It doesn't have multi-attack or anything.
Good.
Come on, guys. You guys are level 2. I wouldn't
I'd
do
hate
that
for you to
you.
die
Come
2
on.
sessions in a row.
I was gonna
That would be
say.
embarrassing.
Our paladin dying.
All right.
I know.
It doesn't want to move. It's good where it's at. And Lizica, you're up. What an
All right.
interesting
If
combat.
you fucking throw fireball,
I brought
will
out
I don't have
some of the
fireball.
sleeve.
Staple monsters from the olden times.
But I do have burning hands.
All right.
You think I'd go without having a fire?
Come on.
Come
Okay.
on.
Kind of.
Benjamin?
That's a cool little like
I'm gonna move out of the way here.
I don't know cube thing. Like that's just a neat.
On fire my
I've had that for a while. I'm like, I want to use this.
It's a neat
not
miniature.
liking this giant cube that's showing
You
up.
don't notice it.
I don't notice
You
it.
notice that she smacked into something, but
Oh.
you don't actually notice.
God, that's not good. Okay. Well, I guess Benjamin's just gonna stay right there.
Benjamin walks into the globe.
Make a perception check.
Okay, I'm gonna make a perception check. Where's my perception? 15.
A little bit of light glints off of something metallic that's floating in the air with inside the confinements of the cube. It looks like a set of bracers.
Bastards.
Do I see the cube now?
You think that it's weird that the bracers are floating there.
I feel a bit apprehensive about that. Especially knowing there's also a mimic in the room.
Yeah. It's just the way things happen sometimes.
I am gonna take a few steps back, but
That is sad. That's bad.
I don't think I'm in immediate danger, but I'm not
That's
like
fine.
I feel uneasy about it, so I'm gonna go like back here and bring Benjamin back here with me.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not-
saw her collide into something, but you're just not
Yeah.
sure exactly what it
I'm
was.
not sure what that is yet. So I'm gonna ignore that for
You got it.
now. But I am going to attack the door
Sure.
with Toll the Dead.
Okay.
It needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Is the door wise?
Is it wise?
Well, this one's a little wiser than normal.
it makes
And
sense.
you'll understand what I mean in a minute. It got a 20 plus
It
Plus-
did fine.
plus 1, so 21.
Oh, sorry, the save is 22.
Oh, dang. Just,
really
just
good.
missed it.
Nope.
Actually,
Nothing
so-
happens.
Nothing
Fuck
happens.
off.
Okay,
I don't really have any bonus actions right now, so.
you got it. You moved, you attacked
Mm-hmm.
Elvin.
So
Benjamin ain't doing
seeing it kind of attack my acquaintances.
My acquaintance.
Yeah.
You know, we're not
attacked
friends.
my
We're not
acquaintance.
quite.
They
we've
haven't
only
reached
known
the
each other
status
for
of
24
friends.
hours.
Don't
Like, we-
tell Skriz that.
No, Skriz is the only friend,
He's like, Skriz is
Yeah,
cool.
but he hasn't been attacked yet. He just lost his sword. Okay, so I will take a. I'll pull out Scoffvog.
Scoffvog.
I'm gonna say
Hey,
it.
You came up with that
Yeah,
name.
I know.
didn't.
I know. It's a good one.
I would have called it like Periwinkle
Scoffvog.
or something easier to say.
So
but
I pull out
Tinklewinkle.
Scoffvog and I take just this like big heap with my shield out, one hand just like over the top, trying to just hit down on the creature.
So you're within range. You got
Yeah.
it. So you're gonna smack at this thing with your hammer.
Yeah.
Smack it with a hammer.
Okay, that's not bad. What's a 14 get me?
That's a hit.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit. It's a 1d6 plus 3. That is 9 damage max.
9 damage.
Hell
All
yeah.
right.
Hey.
That's what's
And
up.
when this hits, I kind of feel a vibration and notice that the tips of my fingers actually turn black a little bit, and not really knowing anything, but in my head, I'm gonna kind of say, "Oh man, I thought this was supposed to be a magical hammer, and it did nothing." And that's when the bonus action. It was secretive to make it more cool, but it was. I'm gonna do Wrathful Smite.
Oh, we got smites over here.
Kinda.
Kinda.
And that's another 2 damage additional. So 11 total.
The description of Wrathful Smite reads exactly what?
It's the next time you hit a melee weapon attack during your spell's duration, which...
So
there-
just to let you know, for future, you have to cast that before you hit.
Yeah, well, I was, like I said, it was... Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. I was trying to make it cool.
You let me know so I know what you're trying to
Yeah.
do, so we're cool.
All right, so...
And that is psychic damage?
Yeah, it's 2 psychic damage.
You got it.
So, additionally, if the target is a creature, it must make a wisdom saving
Wisdom saving throw. Let's-
13.
It got a 14.
Okay, well, it
Apparently this
passes.
door is wise.
Yeah, if you would have failed, you would have been frightened of me.
Okay. Very cool.
And
That's a pretty neat spell for a cleric.
That sucks that 3 of my spells are wisdom
Yeah,
saving throws.
weird.
You said Wrathful Smite, and Bill goes, what?
Oh.
And that is my turn.
Okay. You don't get anything extra from your death domain, do you?
Gosh, too much.
I already
Right.
use bonus action everything.
Can't you use for Channel Divinity to do extra damage? Or are you saving those? I think you can. I know that this is the first time you've ever played something that's not like a guy that just hits stuff with a two-handed weapon.
With the channel, continue combat.
Yeah.
And we can come back.
Got it. So no movement for you. Your weapon does stick to the door, though.
Dang it.
Rocky, you're up.
All right, so 1 foot in the door.
1 foot in the door.
My hand is gonna pull out my long ass glaive, and I'll choke up on it since it's real close, and I'm gonna try and stab the door.
You got it.
14 to hit.
14 on the door will hit.
All right, and I'm gonna pump a divine smite into it because I don't like it.
We be smiting out here tonight.
It's
baby.
happening.
We be smiting.
Is this door an undead or a fiend? The fiendish door.
Wait a minute.
It's happening. I want to get pictures of my map since no one else seems to care.
Oh,
We're gonna get pictures at the end.
Whatever, dude.
whatever, man. It's
I don't
really
get to fight, and
cool.
it's not my turn, so I want to get a picture of that scary ass door, though. That's freaking cool.
We love a scary
I've had
ass
that door
door
for
here
a
on
while, too,
Initiative
like-
Syndicate.
I want to use that too.
Yeah.
I haven't even. Is the other side like? Oh, the other side.
Yeah, if you turn it around, it actually looks like a door. You can pick it up.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
I didn't even
we're good,
see
by
that
the way.
side.
Yeah,
Nothing.
if you flip it, it looks like a door on the other side.
So is the door undead or
It
a
is
fiend?
not.
Okay.
Ooh, that's spicy.
That is 17, 20 damage.
20 damage.
Get fucked, door.
What the? What do you mean 20? Aren't you only level 2?
Yeah, and it's radiant damage.
Jeez.
7 of it's radiant, and 13 of it is slashing.
20 damage. Oh, you nerfed my guy. He's not as Shut up.
It could have been like 23 damage.
Poor Bill. Nobody lets him. Bill is broke. You should have seen Bill's gunslinger. This thing is
Oh
broken
my
as
God.
shit.
That guy, he was a lot of fun. I assume it would be more of an action type deal to pull my foot off the door.
Yep.
Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. And my movement is 0. So I think that ends my
Your
turn.
weapon gets stuck in it too.
Yeah, it does.
The door's adhesive. Anything that touches it sticks to it. That's how
No.
they hunt things.
I remember you are glue.
It's a fly trap.
That ends my
Kinda,
turn.
yeah.
The flies
They are-
being
they are a natural
beings.
predator.
Whose turn is it?
I'm gonna remember not to headbutt the door with my
I would
horn, so
not.
my head doesn't get stuck.
Oh, who's
my
next?
God.
Okay. I get to be next.
Uh-oh.
How about that?
I get to be next.
So dragon crashes through the
Ancient red dragon, no big
All right,
deal.
it's going to take its action. It's going to move up to half of its movement.
Uh-oh.
This way.
What?
Then this way. And then this way. I
Hello.
actually do notice this thing moving now.
Oh no.
Hi.
It's going to use its action to try and engulf Lizica.
Oh no. Oh, please don't be a strength.
So you see this thing like warp into almost like a funnel looking thing, and it tries to flop down on top of you.
Oh god.
You need to make a dexterity saving throw, or something really bad is going to happen.
Oh no.
Aren't you an elf?
I am. I have a +1 dex.
Hang on, that's a spin down die. That's not a real d20.
Yeah, that's not a real
Don't roll that.
What
one.
does that mean?
It means that the numbers
So
are-
okay, so like if you go to 20, your next number right beside is 19, 18. Like that thing is like either could be a
why it looked.
Yeah.
That can be
No
a
wonder your rolls are like
Like-
they're either really
like-
great
That
or
never
really
happened.
terrible.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll a 4 now.
Guys,
All right,
nothing
there's no
happened.
We should.
I can't see it.
There we go. That's a little
low,
better.
I see.
19.
All right.
You're welcome.
So this thing squashes down, and it actually moves into your space. You're choosing to make the saving throw, but you're going to get pushed back 5 feet
Okay.
as you dodge out of the way. But I'm going to let you determine the direction in which you want to get pushed back.
To the
This way?
yes.
Okay. And I'm assuming he's
Yeah.
probably moving there with you. Got it. Okay. That's its action.
Really? Where did she get these dice?
Magic.
Oh.
Yeah. So you use them to count for
Top
magic.
of the line.
But
Skriznet.
Trash.
So
Get out of here.
my sword stuck, his foot stuck, his weapon stuck, and I would like to cast command on the door to drop all items.
On the door?
Yes, the mimic.
You better hope it's not wisdom. Saving throw.
+1.
The mimic?
It's not undead,
No.
so
Still, seems like a wise mimic to me.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and make what kind of save is it?
it is a wisdom saving throw.
That is a 17.
That is.
And yeah, that saves. I feel like I'm just wasting my time. I just like the door. Fuck it.
like that kid in Christmas Story.
I triple dog dare.
Anything
It's
else from
getting
you,
serious
Skriznet?
now.
I cry a little bit.
Okay. Bonus action cry.
I feel
Got it.
bad.
Bonus action cry.
Yeah, no.
Reaction
I'm
cry.
going to step back about 20 feet.
You're going to leave your weapon stuck in the door?
Yeah, for now.
No, you
Fuck
got-
it. I got a crossbow.
You're within melee range. It's going to reach out one of its pseudopods and make an attack of opportunity against you. Pseudopod's basically like that big tongue looking thing in its mouth.
Fuck!
We hate attacks of opportunity.
Hate to
Attack.
see it.
Does a 20 hit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Does that make you stop crying or no?
No, it actually.
Now,
I use
let
my
me
reaction to
ask you
cry.
This. Now that he hit me, do I get to react and hit him with hellish rebuke?
Yes, but
Hell
you have
yeah,
to
you
take the
do.
damage from the attack first.
Yes.
God,
Just in
I
case
love
you
hellish
die.
rebuke.
It's bludgeoning.
Love hellish rebuke.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be- You're going to take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
31 bludgeon.
Okay.
And you actually do not stick to it, though, fortunately. It doesn't have any more room in its mouth to fit you, is basically the issue.
Hey.
That's just.
Where would you like to
unlucky.
move?
So
Well,
what,
you're going to do Hell's Rebuke
so
first.
in reaction to him hitting me,
Yeah.
I cast Hellish
So
Rebuke.
in reaction to his reaction.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, you son of a bitch! Burn!
And you just see that one eye glow up. So Skriznet has his right eye is red and the left eye is black. But when he gets really angry, you see the red eye like flare up a little bit. So now he is angry because he got hit, and like
He's not a happy
like
goblin.
the evil side and the chaotic is just like flaring up in him. So he cast Hellish Rebuke in reaction.
Is it a save?
It is.
you're just taking
I think
I think it's a dex save.
I think he'll still take half.
Yes, Dex saving throw 13. Fail takes 2d10, and it takes half if it passes.
Well, I got an 11.
And
2d10?
It's a saving throw of a Dex of 13.
Hey,
2d10.
yeah, baby.
It's full damage.
So
Foo, foo, foo,
2d10.
foo, foo.
Yeah, I was gonna say we need those annoying horns, like.
I've got one on my phone.
What you mean?
I
air
was
horn?
gonna
You need
say.
air horns is what you need.
Oh, Bill's never used an air horn before.
That'd be 11.
Just use the app.
11 fire damage.
All right.
Do you still want to move?
Huh?
Do you still want to move?
I have that one too.
But I still get my move, right?
Yeah.
Even though he.
Yeah, I mean, he
Yeah.
hit you and you didn't stick to the door.
Yeah. So
So-
I still want to move back from it.
Okay.
So you said like 20 feet?
20 feet.
It's like this way or something?
No, do it like angled. Yeah, right there. About
Here?
20 feet that way, yeah. That's
the
fine.
water.
That's fine with
Okay.
me.
Welcome back.
Burn,
So-
you son of a bitch!
You see Skriznet frustrated. He tries to get away. He's like, I'll get my sword later. This thing lashes out its like tongue-like structure and smacks Skriznet. And you see Skriznet flare up Goku style and launch some type of attack back at the door, engulfing it in flames briefly. That's a pretty good turn, I'd say.
I was going to
Next
get
up
that
is
son
Piglet.
of a gun one way or another.
That's you.
So I'm gonna move up.
For the record, you and you are not aware of the cube thing,
Right.
but they are.
Yes. That's why.
Yeah.
Kill it.
I don't know. It's
And I'm gonna try to say fuck the cube and move on.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
No. I'm going to. I'm going to cast. So nobody's really done anything with the cube other than it's moved past us. It tried to engulf you.
It was pretty stealthy, so. By not moving and being pretty
It was
invisible.
stealthy by being large and visible.
Okay, that's the thing. It did move. You didn't know that it moved. That's why you didn't run into it, but you did.
Yeah.
I did, yeah.
Ah.
So like, can I make it like a perception check or something to figure out anything about this cube? I don't want to leave him to get engulfed, but I don't know how to attack it.
Make a history check
Okay.
to see what you know about this particular type of creature.
No.
That's a 17 plus or minus 1.
Okay, so you know that this particular creature is known as a gelatinous cube. They are relatives and in the ooze family. I'm going to even say that you know that they are immune to being blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, proned, or exhaustion.
Didn't say sleep.
No, honestly.
And also they have blind sight.
Okay.
Makes sense since they don't have eyes.
Yeah.
probably.
So
Other than that, you don't know of any other types of like damage resistances or immunities that they have.
yeah. Okay. So then, I'm going to. I am going to start moving because I can't do anything over here if I don't move. But I still need to just be within 120 feet.
I don't think this area is big enough to get out of that range.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But I'm just moving because I would like to move. So I'm going up 5. Or I was always flying. I don't think I ever came down, but so I'll just use my movement to head this way so I can head towards this guy. And I'm going to cast Chill Touch on the gelatinous cube.
Okay.
So as I'm moving, those that's symbiotic entity and the spores kind of combine around my hand until they stretch out and create kind of like a weird skeletal, slimy hand, and it flies off of me towards the gelatinous cube.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll.
I'd love to. Not great. 13.
Hits.
Hell yeah.
Noise.
Okay, we got a D8, and it's not melee.
When we're all done fighting, I'll tell you what the armor class on this cube is.
4. Oh, good. That is 2 damage.
2 damage. Hey.
Hey, it's enough.
It's 2 damage.
You were like, oh yeah.
All right. So you
Yeah.
enhanced by
Got
the
the
spores
deuce.
that float around you.
I got the deuce, baby. I got the deuce.
Yeah, if I had a nickel.
You launch out a cold attack enhanced by the spores around you, and you inflict a little bit of cold damage on the cube. It kind of
I make him
shudders as it
chillier
hits
than
into
he
it.
was before.
Yeah, really.
Okay. Anything else from you?
Bonus action. Who's taking the most damage?
I've taken a total of 6.
I'm taking 5.
Okay, cool. Then I'll bonus action. Did I just cast it? I'll do nothing because I just cast it.
Casted a leveled spell. Was that a
No,
cantrip?
no.
That was a cantrip.
Chill Touch is a
Yeah,
cantrip.
so-
I'll cast Healing
You
Word
cast
on
it.
my buddy.
Okay.
Who's currently being eaten by a door.
Yeah, so here,
You guys are
sorry.
never going to trust furniture again. I love
1d4
it.
plus 3. I'll do it fast on here. So it's 5 back to you.
All right.
Nice.
Bonus action healing word. 5 back to
I love
Yep,
that.
so that's
Palidon.
action, movement, bonus action.
Yep.
Don't need to react.
All right. The mimic is up. He is going to take another bite attack at the Minotaur he has grappled. That's a pretty good roll. I know that hit you. It's not a crit though.
You have advantage.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, you might as well see if you get crit.
I did not.
Yeah.
Hey, you hit me for 20, okay?
He wants to deal damage.
This thing bites into you. Ooh. That's going to be
24?
I've noticed that our own members have thrown us underneath the bus more than
That's
the
11.
DM has.
Yeah, I want it to be fair.
That's 11 points of piercing damage.
I just feel like our own team members are porking us.
Yeah, you remember when I was telling that really cool story and Rob just had the smile on his face the whole time because he knew he was waiting to tell me I was disadvantaged?
And it's 5 more points of acid damage.
Good.
I like it.
You got 1 HP.
Oh my god.
He's at 1.
Is that what he's at?
I think so.
Thank God I
Yep.
healed you.
He's
On a scale of 1 to 18, we're at 1.
All right. That's it from the mimic. Next up is Lizica.
Oh God. I don't like this.
trying to kill you, I swear.
I do not like this
Me as
cube
he
in
called
front of me. I am going to cast Burning Hands at it.
At the mimic
At
or the cube?
The cube.
You got
It's
it.
a cone, so it's a 15 foot. So there's nothing
You're,
else.
you're within range.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying there's nothing else within range.
Okay.
I don't think. Yeah, no. So it needs to make a dex save.
Dex save.
Yeah.
On the cube, their dex is terrible, so it got a -2 on the roll.
I can say that did not pass.
Its dexterity modifier is -4.
And I
rolled.
have 3 6s.
They're not nimble. They're more like the juggernauts of the ooze family. They kind of just raw.
12 fire damage.
12 fire damage. All right. Let me make sure that he doesn't have it. Nope. Okay. 12 fire damage.
And I'm kind of scared to try and move away from this thing. It might try and eat my face.
Okay.
Or it might try and eat my face if I stay here.
Anything else from you?
I'm going to try and move away from it. This might be a bad idea. I can't disengage, so.
Are you within melee?
Shit.
Probably. So 5 feet.
I'm not going to tell you how to play your guy.
I know. God.
Well, disengage for us would be like an action, a full action.
Well, yeah. It would
Yeah,
be
I have disengaged as a
Oh, as a
goblin as a
goblin.
bonus action.
Action?
Jeez.
That's why
And
my
I-
cleric,
and I
the cleric I
used it
play is
last
a goblin.
session.
I do not.
The cleric I play is a goblin, and I took goblin because you can bonus action disengage.
I'm going to attempt to run away from this thing.
Oh well.
You're,
It let
so
me
you're
use
just going to move.
hellish
I'm going to try and move.
All right, so this thing.
I mean, that was still
it's gonna
pretty
take an
dope.
attack of
Yeah.
opportunity
And this
against
thing's
you
Yeah.
with
gonna
its
murk
reaction.
me if we don't kill him in the next round.
That is not going to hit you. It's like a 9.
Nope. I'm good. Okay.
So you see it reaches out and it takes, it's almost like this long, tenderly piece, and it whacks down on the ground next to you, but you're able to dodge out of the way. He's like, I'm moving.
I'm moving as
I'm
far
out
away as
here,
possible from that thing.
fellas.
Benjamin, he's just going to stay right there because he doesn't have enough health to try and run away anyways.
Okay, you got it. Next up is Elvin.
So Elvin in his head, after kind of seeing his fingertips actually turn black, he's going to hold on to the mace and kind of, he's concerned a little bit. And he is going to cast Inflict Wounds
Okay.
at first level.
First level inflict wounds.
+4.
Oh, you don't want to do 2 damage too?
15?
15 will hit.
Let's go. 3d10.
Now, do you
What?
hold on. Do you have to touch the door to inflict the wounds?
I am already...
No, I meant with your hand.
Oh, I
Nope.
mean, I'll touch the door. I don't care.
Okay. Your hand that you cast the spell with sticks to the door.
Okay.
Do you
Just
need
let
D10s?
just letting you know.
I think...
Go ahead and roll your
Oh,
damages.
he gave you the heavy one too. That's gonna feel real nice.
Yeah. All right. 16 damage.
Shut up.
I'm not kidding you. It's a 8, 7, and a 1.
That's
3d10.
That's exactly what it's HP. So
They're like, "Oh, finally."
You surge a pulse of necrotic energy through this door, and you see the little eyes that have formed around it kind of fade out and they white out. Its little pseudopod tongue drips to the floor. Its teeth start falling out, and it basically turns back into its amorphous form, which is basically a pile of ooze. And you guys have been released from the pseudopod adhesive chemical that's on it.
But they don't
Your weapons
notice.
drop to the ground too.
They don't
Yeah.
notice the cube
They
though.
don't
yet.
notice the cube.
Yeah. See,
They're like,
that's how it's done, you know.
So you still have movement and bonus action if you want it.
So bonus action, I'm just going to pick up my weapon.
Okay.
And kind of turn around and look at the crowd. and kind of see what's going on.
Okay.
Yay! Oh my god, you did it!
I was going to say, you guys probably would notice my fingertips are black now. I mean,
well, I wouldn't. I'm trying to focus on not dying to
well,
this
you
cube.
might not, but I'm saying anybody that's probably
He's
close
like, look
to
at me, I'm cool.
Look at his fingers.
They're kind of busy
My
here.
fingertips are black.
Skrisnets are brown.
I mean, they'd
not
probably hear the
washing.
fire from my hands going
Kristen,
on.
sweetie, we're gonna talk
The
about that. You gotta
confusion
stop
in the midst of
digging.
battle,
It's bad
Yeah.
for you.
They think that you're trying to do something to the door.
Yeah,
They're not
probably.
sure what you're doing. They're
Okay.
thinking maybe your spell missed.
Micro
That's true.
figures. It's awful.
Lizica, you're up.
Oh, yeah.
Are you moving?
Do I notice?
You don't notice. Make up.
What? Isn't there bracers floating?
You
Well,
don't see them. Make
I mean, it's really
perception
dim
check.
in here.
Okay.
Even with my thing, it's not
He
that.
got,
it's
got
not
a
bright
really
light.
high perception check. So
That's
that's
a
what I
nat
noticed.
20.
Oh, is it?
You do see the shape of the cube. You see the faint outline of something there.
What the hell is that?
And I will slowly walk toward. I'm only going to use half my movement, like close half the distance to the cube.
Okay.
Like I'm interested, but I'm also a little.
Go ahead
scared.
and move him about half the distance down
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
And that's my
It's
turn.
like halfway to there. So
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, you're up, Lizica.
I know they already made a history check. Can I check? Make a history check on this thing.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure my character knows what it is. I don't think he's gonna know what it is with that.
Huge guy.
That was a 7.
You know that it is probably a gelatinous cube. You don't know a lot about them.
Okay.
You know that they are related to oozes.
Okay. I'm gonna holler out like, "Careful! There's a gelatinous cube there."
I'll say that is to recall and shout out is your bonus action.
Okay.
So I'll give you your action for the turn.
Okay. I'm gonna do Toll the
He was
Dead.
before me.
It's all right.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. The door's dead. That's all that matters.
Okay.
Same
Door,
thing would have
moving
happened.
on.
He wasn't
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
door.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead, so it's a Wisdom saving throw on the cube.
Wisdom saving throw.
Hopefully, it doesn't have a good Wisdom with the door.
A wise cube. A wise cube once told me.
8.
Nope. Okay, so and it's taking damage, right? I did fire.
It
Yeah.
has taken
Why are you
damage.
being such a
1d12.
square?
Oh.
4 necrotic.
4 necrotic
I'll be here all
damage.
night,
You got it. Anything else from you?
I could move, but I'm not going to.
All right. You went. Rocky, you're up.
Cool. You said you're a good friend to have, and I appreciate your friendship right now.
How you doing?
I'll pick up my glaive, and we heard them shout gelatinous cube.
You heard him shout it, yes.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll turn around, see if I can see it.
Make a perception check.
10.
You see them standing around an area, but you're not sure exactly where the cube's at.
Cool.
The dim lighting's not helping.
I'm going to use my action and take both my hands. I'm going to I'm going to sheath my glaive for the second. Take both my hands and touch my chest, and you see like a goldish red glow happen. And I'm going to use my lay on hands to heal 10 hit points.
Okay, you got it.
Back up to double digits, baby.
1-1.
Woo!
All right.
It's healing word.
And then since I know kind of the direction, I guess I'll go up to sort of where Pigwin is and see if I can see it after that. Well, like be on the lookout so when someone hits it, I can maybe discern.
Look
where it
out
is.
to see where it is.
Got it. So you're holding your action. Well, you already did your action.
I use my action, but just for my next turn,
Okay.
I want to see if I can place
So
where it is.
you're actively observing. Okay,
Yeah.
I got it.
And that will end my turn.
All right. It's the cube's turn. The cube is going to...
Kill somebody.
It's gonna absorb that squirrel.
Squirrel.
Absorb that.
It's okay. He's just a memory. You guys don't know
when
that.
I just figured out what you meant.
Towards the closest person. It's going to attempt to move into your space. It's a dex save.
That's a 12.
You just passed.
I figured.
You, since you make the save, you get pushed back 5 feet.
Just push me straight back.
Straight back right here.
Yep.
Okay.
Good.
That's it for the cube's turn. They don't have a lot of... I mean, they can pound you or they can eat you. That's about all they do.
Fair enough.
Next up is Skriznet. You're back to you.
I'm going to move over to the door and pick up my weapon.
Yep. So bonus action, pick up weapon. You got it.
Yes. And I'm oblivious to what's going
You have
on.
no idea. You heard them say gelatinous cube, but you're not sure what that is.
I like Jello too.
And I'm just going to try to open the door.
There's no door. It's just an open doorway.
So
Oh, it's an open doorway.
So okay.
So I would like to investigate around the doorway since it was a mimic. See if there was anything else besides.
We can move it this way.
It's all further that it comes
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
So basically, yeah, just look through the doorway, investigate around the doorway,
Look at
see if
that.
it dropped anything else that might have been stuck in there.
Nope.
So yeah, I'm in the doorway.
He's looking in.
You see a little trap door over the corner.
It's probably hard to see if he doesn't have dark vision, though.
Goblins
I do
it.
have dark
You do?
vision,
Okay.
yeah.
Yep. I
See,
wasn't
we're
sure.
all trying to call each other out again.
You actually
You
can't
probably can't see that, so.
Yeah.
Anything else from you?
I'm going. I already made my movement.
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
just going to
that's
stay in
all
the
your movement,
doorway
for sure.
and hold my action.
Okay. Pigwin, you're up.
Okay, I am going to. While I move through to follow Skriz. Oops, sorry. Oh, the wings, they make things hard.
They make them easier, but they make them harder
Yeah,
too.
so I'm coming in. But before I go in, I'm going to cast Thorn Whip on the gelatinous cube,
Okay. What's the range on that?
30 feet.
Okay, you got it.
So, well, I should roll before I start talking. We've figured that out already. Okay. So.
Such a toxic relationship.
I haven't said anything.
I
Sorry,
know,
that was my
that's
fault.
it. All right, so that's a plus 16 plus 5, so 21
Yep, pretty easy.
to hit. And then since I'm in my symbiotic entity, I believe I have an extra D6 D6 when I make it of necrotic. When I have it, when I'm attacking
you're
with
attacking
a
with
melee,
a melee.
so I will take crash the tower. Oh, see,
And crystal.
and that's a tower too.
Oh,
cock.
oh, reroll. That was-
All right, and that is 5 damage.
Points. And what type?
Man, I take up a lot of time.
What type of
for
damage?
5 damage.
What damage was that? I know
Necrotic.
part of it was necrotic. But what does the thorn whip
Necrotic
do?
and piercing.
Yeah, but how much? He's asking how much damage.
Oh, sorry. So it would have been 3 piercing, 2 necrotic.
Okay, cool. I got it. So it was a total
What he
of
was
5.
asking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you see her lash out this thorn whip, and it's enveloped with all these mystical, foamy spores around it, and it does make contact, and you see it kind of reverberate when she hits it. So you do notice where it's at
I
now.
know the area now. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Next,
Wait.
unless you have movement or bonus.
Oh,
action.
and I also pull it. I don't really want to pull it closer to me to do it.
I don't really know if you can pull a giant cube.
You pull the creature if the creature is large or smaller.
This thing gigantic, or is it large?
It's large.
It's just
It's
large.
just large. I don't want to pull it because I'm only going to pull it towards allies. So,
That's fair.
Seems fair.
yeah. So I'll just smack it in the ass with my extra whip.
Wherever
I like
the
that.
ass
Jaw
may
on his
be.
ass.
Yeah, you determine
she
the
hits
ass.
it in what she thinks is the ass. I like it.
I got it in the ass.
Pretty asymmetrical,
All
but
right.
No, that one side is definitely longer
That
than
guy
the
got
other
you, I
side.
got
We
you.
all
You
know
guys
this.
killed him. Lizica, you're up.
okay. Toll the dead again. Another wisdom save.
Another wisdom save. That is a 7.
Fail.
Boys.
9 necrotic
9
damage.
necrotic damage. You got it.
Is it extra that took damage already?
Yeah, I rolled the dice for it.
Yeah,
Extra
it's
dice.
So you
It's-
hear that.
it's
You
a
hear
extra
the
dice.
reverberation of the
Different
gong
dice. I mean,
and the bells of the dead,
I got
and necrotic energy washes over top of the.
your time is coming soon.
You still have movement and bonus action if you want.
I'll get a little bit closer, but that's it.
Okay,
Copyright.
Elvin,
strike
you're up.
immediately.
How do you, when you do Toll of the Dead, what is it like? Can you describe it to me?
Like the damage, or
No, like what happens? Like, how do you get
Oh.
Toll of the Dead to go off?
That's
What
kind of.
does it look like for you?
Up to you.
I mean, it kind of just it's just literally like you hear bells. Anybody else wouldn't hear them, but the creature itself would hear like bells
Okay.
of like really loud.
You know, like
ring.
that Metallica song.
Yeah,
Just
like
that.
kind of like church bells
I was
almost.
gonna say, if we can all hear it, I mean, that it was gonna
For
determine
whom the
what my
bell
next
tones?
move was, but we're gonna.
No, just the creature.
Okay.
Because they're supposed to be really loud, like your time is coming, basically.
Death comes for us all.
God, here's
So I'm going to get as close as I can, as long as I'm in 5 feet.
you're already.
You wanted to get up in my box, so now you get up in my circle. And I'm going to cast Sword Burst.
Okay.
You create a
Never even heard
momentary
of that.
circle of spectral blades that sweep around you. All creatures within 5 feet of you must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 force damage.
That is a -1.
Okay.
Sword?
So 1d6.
Is that the cantrip? I've always been interested in that one. I never tried it out.
I had it on our one shot
It is 4
Oh, really?
damage.
with the
4
cleric
damage.
that I never
Force
used.
damage.
Yeah, really.
Yes.
You did like one action.
All right.
Gotta go.
So you see Elvin come up,
Deuces.
and he chants and mutters some word, and you see these half-transparent weapons form around him and swoop in a circle, and their blades whip through the air. You can actually hear the blades whipping through the air, and it contacts into the ooze, and it slices across the middle.
Chainsaw.
Anything else from you?
No. I'm good.
Rocky, you're up.
All right, so knowing the location now, and I think I'm within 10 feet of it with my reach.
Yeah.
Definitely are within location.
So I'm going to pull my glaive back out and not choke up so much since I'm doing some reach. And I'm going to try and take a whirl at the gelatinous cube as an
got it.
action. That is a Unnatural 20.
You got it.
A dirty 20.
Dirtiest of
It's
20s.
unnatural.
Some
I
might
do 85
consider-
damage. Sure, it's no big deal.
Not
16.
smite. That is 9 slashing damage.
9 slashing damage. You got it. Anything else from you?
I don't think I can do anything else. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
So you see Rocky again. All of his movements are precise. They're very well executed and they're with purpose. There's no wasted effort in his movements. And he swipes with purpose and connects. Like he's done this 100 times even though he's never fought one of these things before. Very good. Now it gets to be the cube's turn.
Yay.
The cube seems angry that you hit it.
Uh-oh.
Me cube, me angry.
Just like to point out, I wasn't the only one that hit.
I was over here.
This
Yeah, he's probably more mad about my
going
2
to
points
move
of
this way.
necrotic
It
damage.
does evoke an attack of opportunity against Elvin, so you can attack it with your reaction if you want.
Yes, 100%. Do I have flanking?
No.
No.
Can you flank by yourself?
All right, +5. It's only a 10. It's a 10. Yeah.
That hits.
Noise.
1d6 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a floating
No,
skeleton
I saw
in
the
that
skeleton.
thing.
That's
1d6
super
plus
cool.
3.
You guys seen this?
Yeah.
It was definitely
Oh.
1. So 4 damage.
4 damage
shit.
with the reaction attack. All right, you got it.
Not seeing it on the table really scared me. I was like, did I just kill him?
So-
He knew it was coming. He walked out
No,
of the
I can't focus. I'm so sorry.
It's going to attempt to engulf Rocky.
Nice.
Go ahead and make it a dexterity saving throw.
That is. You still have Bardic.
Ooh.
What's that say?
That's a 1. What?
That's a 1.
You have Bardic.
I mean, I don't think Bardic is really going to help me here with my
gotta
natural
go to
1
that.
plus 1.
This thing moves within.
Oh, no.
No shot.
Eat it.
Oh.
This thing has engulfed Rocky. How cool is that, mini guys?
Yeah, but you
That's
can get the
great.
bracers now.
Yay, bracers!
I don't think anybody's noticing but me.
I think that's
You
what it
have failed your
says.
saving throw.
I did, but I flew
You have
away.
now
Yeah, two
entered the
both of
space
us
with the
have
cube.
noticed.
You're going to take. I'm really sorry. It's not that bad.
Dead damage.
You're going to take 7 acid damage
I was gonna say
as this thing
17.
begins to try to dissolve you.
Good.
About to become that skeleton. man.
Because that's
can't
what you need is
breathe.
more burn marks.
You're
on your
currently
face.
restrained, and at the start of my turn, something bad will probably happen to you again.
You will probably
But I
die.
won't tell you what that is.
I can't wait. More digestive
Now
juices.
he's going to take his movement.
He's gonna take you.
5. It's already moved 5, so 10, 15, 20. It's going down this way.
It sees me.
After that, now Skriz, you just saw him eat Rocky. There's no way that you're that oblivious. And it's going to be back at the top of the line. It's going to be Skriznet's turn.
Do something.
Something bad's happening, guys.
All right,
There's
so
something bad in the
oh,
water.
I can't do that one. I guess I'm gonna try it again. So, I guess I turn around like, oh, he just got ate by Jello. Oh, that's gross and awesome at the same time. And I want to cast command on the gelatinous cube to release my friend.
Sure. What is it?
It is a wisdom saving throw of 13, I think it is.
I fail. That's a charming spell, right?
Yes.
I can't be charmed.
Wait,
Nope.
no, I don't think it's a charm spell.
I'm pretty sure it's a charming
Where's
spell.
it say charm at?
Hold on.
It just says effect cast,
I don't have command. It's a wizard.
effect prone, 1 action, 60
look.
foot, component V, visual, I guess, duration 1 round, and it's a wisdom saving throw of 13. You speak 1 word command to a creature you can see within range. A target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn. The spell has no effect if the target is undead, if it doesn't understand your language, or if your command is
It's a
directly
cube. I don't think does it even
Does it know
understand
his language?
common.
Action.
Some typical commands are and their effects
It
follow.
knows no languages.
It knows no languages.
So it does not know.
It
the
doesn't.
release.
It can't. Damn. It was a nice try.
This is the mind flare.
I've never had such a punitive rules lawyer at the table.
No,
He's
no, no, no.
Shot
No.
down left and
No,
right.
that's
I'm gonna start
100%.
studying the wizard. See
So
what he
the
does.
thing is like, it's not considered a charming spell. That's true, but it doesn't know any language. So you're talking to it and it doesn't understand what you're saying.
It's like
So your
Just
spell,
go.
like your spell still fails, but not because it's immune to that condition, but because it doesn't
So
know what the hell
basically,
you're
yeah.
saying.
Now I'm out of spells. So
Oh, sorry. That was a good
Appreciate
try.
it.
it was a nice
Good,
try.
good hustle, buddy. And then someone just comes and pats you on the butt. Like, hey, good hustle.
Being a
buddy."
low-level bard is really fun. Trust me, I remember.
Okay.
You're like,
So-
cool. I stick my finger up my ass and shut up.
You still have movement if you want it. You're really confused because normally this works when you're like stop, and then like it just doesn't.
does can you stack bardic inspirations on somebody?
I don't believe so. No.
Well, good luck.
I think if you give it to another person, doesn't your other one go away? Or no, it's
No,
they have
you
to
get
use
to keep
it.
giving them out.
So yeah, my action really is going to be
Bye, Rocky.
Hope you find your dad.
Hope you get out of the gelatinous cube.
So messed up.
Good luck.
I'd be like,
Goodbye.
Anything else from you?
nope. I turn back and start looking at I move towards the trapdoor. I'm like,
Okay.
Well, that didn't work. Here I go.
Pigwin.
Okay, I'm going to just
I'm wasting
I'm gonna
hands.
try to make sure the cube can't get any further away.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna cast Entangle.
You got it.
So the 20-foot cube square is the gelatinous cube. That's what I would like to choose.
Sure.
It looks like he takes up about 20 feet. So difficult terrain, and it needs to make a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants. You tell me how we entangle
That
a
is
gelatinous
a,
cube.
With the entangling, could it reach in there and entangle
That's what I was
Rocky
kind of
and, like,
wondering.
pull him out?
I was wondering if Rocky would also have to make a strength save or be
He got
entangled.
an 8. No, because he's completely engulfed inside this thing. He's not free from the outside.
But could earlier you said that I could push through
You can.
if I wanted to, but my vines can't?
Yeah, you could force them through. You're trying to restrain Rocky?
Well, I'm hoping if I could restrain
I
him,
see what
he
you're
would
trying
be restrained by
Well,
me
I
and
think
not by the
because he's
cube.
restrained, you automatically fail strength.
I was
saving
trying to
throws,
pull
right?
some bullshit.
Yeah,
I appreciate you
So,
listening to
I'm
me.
going to say yeah. I'm going to rule absolutely 100% yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can restrain him with the vines.
I'm restrained.
So then, well, you technically have a strength saving throw. I guess you could just choose to not take it.
well,
But
he's
then
already restrained.
From the cube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the that makes sense. So then the cube is restrained, and it it just can't move.
Okay. Seems good. Movement speed is reduced to 0. Got it.
Yes, and then I'm just gonna bonus action healing word. Oh wait, nope, I can't do that.
Yeah, if it's a level 2 level
Yeah.
spells.
So I'm going to stay, and I'm not moving either. So that's it.
Okay. Next up is Lizica.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep tolling the dead in this thing. It's another wisdom save.
Also,
For whom the bell tones.
Wisdom save.
Yes. Where's my dice?
14.
Okay, it saves this
Okay.
time.
Anything else from you?
Stupid wisdom cube. No. I'm
Alright.
done.
Show you guys how it's done. So I'm gonna
Clerics are pretty sweet.
I'm gonna walk up to. I'll just have to use cleric spells since my phone died, and I don't have an updated sheet. So no, It's better for me to hit with a hammer anyway.
Probably in this
I'm
instance.
going to. Actually, I have one more spell slot. I'm actually going to do inflict wounds again.
Okay.
16.
That hits.
All right, it's 3d10.
Ooh.
We're finishing this thing off, I hope.
Do it.
Roll well.
He did.
19 damage.
It's a pretty good hit, but it's not dead yet.
He's so jiggly.
Somebody's about to be dead soon.
It's a wobbling.
So you wash necrotic energy over this thing by reaching your hand into it, and it wiggles a little bit. It definitely didn't like that, but it didn't die.
Okay.
Anything else from you?
No, that's it for me. I mean, like I said, I'm staying on this thing's tail.
All right, Rocky. You can attempt to. You can use your action to try and make a strength check to escape the ooze if you want to do that.
I would love to do that.
Go ahead and make a. Now you're restrained, so you.
I'm like double restrained.
You only have disadvantage on dex saves, not strength saves. So
Okay.
no disadvantage.
You got Bardic.
Yeah, so that's and you said it was a strength save?
Strength save.
So that would be 11. I'm going to use the Bardic. Oh, not bad. 16.
You're able to pull yourself free of the ooze.
I like to think of it like Ace Ventura coming out of the back of a robotic rhino. Where
Back-to-back episodes.
All right.
yeah, first you see the face, and he's like,
We all only know
Outside
five
of this,
references,
where you
and
wanna
we
be?
have to reuse them.
5 feet
5 feet.
towards my new buddy.
Over here.
He wants
Yeah.
to be friends.
All right.
Here's my PayPal. This is how we become friends.
Not go in there.
You do not want to go in that thing.
Part of Skriz wants to come out and like
anything else
it's
from you,
the
good
ooze
sir?
that's still on you and like touch it and like rub it on it.
I think, oh boy, do I want to try and run from this damn thing?
Has it?
Run away! Run. It's like the
No.
rabbit from Monty Python.
It's just gonna eat you next turn.
Run away!
Yeah, I mean, but if it hits me good, I'm gonna die anyways. But if it eats me good, I'm gonna die too.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and run away bravely.
Attack of opportunity.
Yep.
That is a 15.
15. Oh, 15.
He has 16.
All right.
Oh, I thought that was
Okay.
damage.
You just want to
It
go.
uses its bardic. No, I'm
Like,
just
oh,
kidding.
you're waiting.
Do you just want to run as far away as possible in a straight line?
Gave
Yes.
it bardic inspiration. Didn't you guys see that part?
I've got 30 feet. So bravely and stoically, I will start backing up, dodging attacks, and be like, "You got you." What voice do I use? You got this, son.
Don't worry, that's what I did too.
I keep trying to talk as Gus.
And anything
so
else
used
from
to
you?
it. Nope. All
All right. The cube it can't move. It's going to it's going to smack at Elvin and attempt to engulf him.
I hope your dex is good.
It's not. That's an 8.
It engulfs you. So it actually doesn't move into your area. It draws you into itself. You are going to take. Give me the damage. Give you the damage.
400.
Take 13 acid damage.
Ooh, that's so
But
much.
he only got 7.
I rolled worse on that.
But
Okay.
That's it. That's his turn.
that would have killed me, and I'm at full health.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
Yeah, really.
Ralph.
He yells in the cube. How much damage was it? Ooh, no, I'm not getting that close.
Yeah, really. I can go to back up a few
Is it
steps.
top the round?
Skrizzy, you're up. Now you just saw it eat your other friend.
Friend! Then I turn around and I want to cast Vicious Mockery.
Is that a wisdom save?
Yes.
Okay.
Wisdom saves on us.
That is a 3.
Isn't there?
Okay, so I turn around I'm like,
Wait.
you know what?
Do I have to understand what you're saying?
I think if your creature has a
It's
low enough
psychic.
intelligence, it doesn't affect it. I think it's just like under 4 or something.
I am almost fucking tired of you.
I know, man, bro.
Sorry, I read a lot of spells. I'm a
Wizards of the Coast
wizard.
is here tonight.
To yourself.
Who pays you?
I do.
The DM pays me.
He's my rule guy. I'm like, so can he do that? No? Great.
Can he do that? No.
I want you to figure out everything that he wants to do, and then you tell him that he can't.
Yeah, just everything you want to do. You're not allowed. I'm
We're
sorry.
gonna give a sheet out next week.
No, there's no rule on that.
Okay, it
just-
must be something else I'm
it
thinking
just
of.
says you string insults a
Oh my
creature.
gosh.
Christmas
It
says
says
fuck
if
you.
the target can hear you, it doesn't even have to understand you. It takes damage. So.
Oh, it's the hideous laughter one. That's the one I'm thinking of. That's the
You
one.
can think to yourself from now on.
Okay, all right, fine.
Opinions to
So
yourselves.
go for it. Roll. How much damage is it?
Okay, so. Gee, you got me all flustered now.
What level are you?
1d4 psychic damage.
You got it.
And what he says, nice. Got a 4?
Hey.
Dice
And,
reloaded.
and Skriz
He
goes,
said, actually, that's not a 4 on that spell, so.
Skriz goes, you know what my codpiece and gelatinous cubes have in common? Goblin nuts.
I'm glad we're not running a kid
Cube.
here.
Cube laughs so hard, it just spits him out.
Right out. That's enough. Enough of you.
Anything else from you?
That was enough.
as a bonus. Yeah, I can do as a bonus. Oh, I don't have no more spells. Yeah, too bad. Suck it. I'm just gonna stand in that doorway and just be like,
Actually,
Goodbye,
you can't stand the door.
You can suck my goblin balls.
Actually, level 2 bards cannot enter doorways.
Yeah.
You're up.
Okay.
you're not allowed to do that. I read that in the news.
Oh,
Already
you
read
want to
it.
cast spells? No,
The
you
new
can't.
spell jammer.
Nope.
Yeah.
Anti-magic field.
Told the dead. Oh no.
Toll the dead.
Yeah. Wisdom again.
That's an 11.
That is a fail.
Here we go.
I'd like to move seats.
1 necrotic damage.
Solid.
A solid. Man, this cube is not going down.
Anything else from you? You
No.
gotta keep chipping away 1 damage. This is gonna
No.
be a long night.
I know, right? I can make Benjamin attack. It'd be 1 damage.
Oh, okay.
You can attempt a strength to pull out of it if you want to.
No, I'm gonna stay inside. I'm confident.
Okay.
It said it can dissolve me.
Yeah.
I was gonna say when it gets to its turn, it's gonna
Does
do
it look
something.
weak?
Can I have
You
your
wouldn't
mace?
know. I mean, it's not like it's bleeding or anything.
Okay, I'll try to get out.
All right, strength
It's
save.
too risky.
Strength save.
Okay. Is it okay, that is a 17.
Yeah, that dice
17.
is loving you tonight.
You're able to pull out of the gelatinous cube.
Blub, 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 blub.
Where would you like to go?
I'm just gonna go right behind it.
Right back here?
Yep. No attack of opportunities or anything. Just get out. I don't think bonus action wise. I think I'm on. Action. No bonus actions.
All right. Sounds good.
Yep.
Next up is Rocky.
Dope.
Did you already go?
No, but I'm not sure where my turn is.
You should have went after Skrizna. Did you not go?
Yeah.
No.
Oh no,
Yeah,
they didn't go.
Go ahead and take
Yeah.
your turn.
Yeah, you
No,
go
that's okay.
first.
That's what I thought you were right after. Because I had the 18, you had like a 15.
It's 16, yeah. I just figured I'd go
Are
after
you?
he went.
I was
on
gonna say
number
you
two.
still have the entangle on. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
sweet.
I'm not sure how I missed you.
I guess you just forgot about
Well, I saw
me.
the
It's
mimic.
okay.
For some reason, I was like, oh, well, the mimic's dead. And I just went, la, la, la. Because everyone else is on the other side of the column.
Oh, that
there's
makes sense.
Skrizna, and then there's the mimic. But you're like right above the mimic on my
Just this one time, I guess I won't take it personally.
Okay, I skipped him one time, too. It
That's
happens.
fair. It happens.
I'm going to get within 30 feet of the cube and try Thorn Whip again.
Okay.
You're still
Am I
within 30
close?
feet.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool. So 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Plus 5 is great.
I know, right? It's
Doesn't
helpful.
suck.
And then, so here is my piercing damage. 5. Yeah,
didn't
it
see that.
found the one spot on your tray you're gonna get to. And then the necrotic damage for my symbiotic entity is another 5-er.
Nice.
So that'd be 10.
10 total damage. You got it.
Nice.
And then I'm going to.
Wait for him to say.
That's the fun
Is
part.
anybody still? Oh, yeah. Anybody still looking hurt? Yeah, cool. So, Elvin, I'm going to bonus action.
Level 2.
Yeah, I'm going to bonus action healing word with my first level spell slot. And that gives you a D4 plus 3.
Hey!
There you go.
That's what's up.
There we go.
Now Rocky gets to go.
Yay, my turn. Okay. So I've got my glaive out.
Yep.
Two-handing it. I'm going to start charging towards this son of a bitch. And then I'm going to take a big old kind of slash at it.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll.
Fuck.
That's
9.
how you know
Hit.
it's good.
Hey! Would you just look at that? I'm going to go ahead and,
Gonna AC a
being
4.
just about done with this thing, I'm going to
It's
use
Jell-O.
another Divine Smite. Is it...
Overkill.
I actually like to use the wish spell here.
Whoa.
Wish
Is
this
it
thing never existed.
undead or a fiend?
It is not.
It's about to be undead.
Hopefully.
Dead and
10, 13 slashing. No. 8 slashing and 5 radiant damage.
Finish it off.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, so like a
It
lot
had,
of.
it had 1 HP. I was like, why is he smiting? Oh, he doesn't have much hit points.
Yeah, I was not about to go through another.
Round.
Anyways,
being eaten.
so I'll start charging at it and get my glaive and do a couple of like flourishes back and forth to make myself feel better about being eaten and pooped out by a cube. And then I'll take just a big old slice from like corner on the top to corner on the bottom, and then watch it like fall off of itself as we cut it in half.
As the cube falls into 2 almost equal parts, the little bit of, I guess, thought that was holding it together, it basically not explodes, but it basically it falls into almost like a liquid form.
Liquidizes.
And it kind of coats everybody in the area with a little bit of slimy substance.
Then just like
And you hear the metal clang of the bracers hit the ground.
Oh, bracers!
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Woo!
So with that, I know we ran a little long, but I was like, you guys can kill this. You guys are right there.
got
Let's
this.
finish it off. Because I don't want to have to set this whole map up again
That's
next
fair.
time.
For a cube with 6 hit
Yeah,
points left.
Yeah.
You guys got this.
I think it makes up for last session because we were
We ended a
short.
little early.
Yeah, we were
early
short.
last week, so
Yeah.
it evens out.
So with that, we're gonna end the session. We're gonna be back next week. We're gonna find out more about what's going on with Krinko and the mobs and the goblin gangs and see what happens with that. So
And Skriz will still not wipe his ass.
thanks everybody for tuning in, and remember to check us out on our socials. Have a good night.
oh,
Bye.
Bye.